All righty, we are live. Clark's Code Detecting. Good morning, brother. Good morning, folks. Robert and Melissa. I'm getting my other screen to go low so I don't have feedback. Oh, it says we have 4 in here, but I only see 1 on the screen. Am I going to put my coffee? We are broadcasting from a different direction today. You're seeing the front of the room as opposed to the back of the room. Clark's Cove, you still got that snow on the ground? No, wow, that was really pretty. Really, really pretty. But boy, did you guys have a trek to that relief pump. Just raining cold. We actually had the sun out a few minutes ago, but it was drizzling. We had one of the what we call our liquid sunshine days, where even though the sun's out, it is raining, but it's not cold. It's like 72 degrees here, so it is nice. Uh, well, we got the TV up last night. Don't have the bathroom finished yet, but we got the TV up. Good morning, Miss Cynthia. Wow, it says we got 7 people, but only 2 folks are saying hi. For you other 5, come on in and say hi. Oh, wait. We got a text. I'm going to say this is Park Rat Pat. Watch. Are you live streaming? Yes, I am. Who is this? I just have a number and no name. Village Idiot. Welcome. Good morning. Jim Steele digging it back. There's everybody. Boom. Everybody just came in a rush. That is awesome. Yep. We are live. Countryside Russell, good morning. Hey, thanks for asking me all those questions you did about the coins. Appreciate that. History Digger, good morning. Glad the weather is cooperating and that you're still able to detect. Ground is frozen here in Wisconsin. Yeah. Right when you guys get to be frozen ground, we get to be where it's finally cool weather down here, and we get to put some nice shovels in the ground. Oh, people are asking me how to get on there. I said just go to my page. I'm right there. Las Vegas Urban Treasure Hunter. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Charlie. Good morning, Mr. Jim Steele. And Miss K's here. Good morning. I ran into Miss K yesterday evening in Mike Mallyman's live stream. 59 days. Do you have a calendar you're putting X's on, taking every day off? Oh, that's pretty funny, Robert. There we go. Good morning, Tommy. Everybody, River Sticks Outdoor here. Tommy. Yes, he does have a calendar. He's taking X's off. Tommy, I haven't asked you. We haven't seen you in a while since you've been traveling. Um, are you trying to or planning or hoping to go to Florida Hunt 7? Yeah, I'm sure pretty much everybody that knows Tommy, but if they don't, River Sticks Outdoors is Mr. Tommy. He was based up in North Florida near amphibious archaeology, but he is on a road trip. He converted a like how do I describe this? Not like a church bus, but like a nice window van that takes like people from an old person's home, like a really nice vehicle, like a 20 or 30 person vehicle, and he converted it to a beautiful motorhome. He's in. Okay, Tommy's coming up to. Uh-oh, there's a kitty stalking back there. Oh, and Amphibia Archaeology's here too. Fantastic. Good morning, Richard. Treasure Bum Flip Flop Girl. Good morning. Welcome. Wow, we jumped that up from one person to 12 really quick. And man, I'm liking this camera. That's a nice shot with my camera. Well, guys, for those of you that watched my my $50 box yesterday or 2 days ago, there's my 3 coins. And yes, they look a lot shinier than they were in the thing because I washed them with soap and water. And yeah, I know people tell you to do that, but it's a $5 and $10 coin, and I like mine clean, and I intend to keep them or give them away. So I'm not selling them to a dealer. But we got 2 90%ers and a 40%er. So that was a really good first box of halves getting after post-COVID. And we've got 4 more boxes coming your guys' way that we've gone through that you're going to see. And I'll be picking up 4 more or 2 or 3 more boxes on Thursday. I took a break this week. History Digger asks, is anyone else going to the mini dig stock in Greenville, North Carolina? History Digger, fill us in on that. We are not, at least I'm not aware of that one. Okay, it's called mini dig stock. Okay, dig stock events. It's taking us to their Facebook page. Dig stock events. Oh, very cool. It's out in a big farm field. That looks really cool. It was an airport shuttle. Okay, yeah, that's right. Thank you, Clark's Cove. I imagine you get anything in crystal clear. You're pretty happy about that. Mr. Florida Knox, Mr. Dalton, the Silver Slayer himself is here. Merry early Christmas, everyone. He already knows one of his Christmas presents, and he's trying to ask his wife if he can open it early. And he did that for me, guys, because my pinpointer is somewhere between Garrett's repair lab in Pennsylvania and Florida. They mailed it off 4 days ago, and I still don't have it. I apparently completely fried my motherboard and my 6 hours in the Gulf of Mexico with the pinpointer underwater for 6 straight hours. They said it was waterproof, but apparently after 6 hours, something seeped in and I fried my motherboard. So since they said it was out of warranty, even though this was the same problem it had before, Garrett charged me $60, and they put a new motherboard in, something else, a new seal, and then they said a new case. So we will see. Oh, it's a seated hunt, and here is the link. Well, thank you very much, History Digger, for the link. I'm looking at it, guys. It's in a nice, big, huge field. So I'm looking at their Facebook page right now. Very cool. All righty. I will be checking that out, History Digger, because I was not aware of it. When is that, sir? Countryside Russell clinking a couple beers together. Hey, why not? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Did I miss Dirt Diggler coming in? Yes, I did. Good morning, Dirt Diggler. The coolest name in metal detecting. I just love it. If you guys have ever seen Oh my God, I can't remember the name of the movie, but the main character's name was Dirk Diggler, so he moved it to Dirk Diggler, which I think is freaking hilarious. I believe he was also in the live stream last night. There was also one Woodstock event in October in New York. This will be my first one attending. Well, for most all of us here, myself, Kay, Dalton, I don't know if Pat had been to one beforehand. I don't think so. But for all of us that's usually in the stream, last year Florida Hunt 6 was our first organization. A guy in our club had been to Florida Hunt 3, so that's how long he's been detecting. But all of us that went last year, J-Man from Metal Sharks, Wig TV Chad, met him there, Kay, the Weedy Boys, uh, Charlie and his digging partner, Andrew. I mean, that's where we all met last year, guys, and we all had a freaking blast. And then 5 of us or 6 of us, when the event was over that day, right before sunset, we went and found a city park about 10 miles away, and we hit that hard. Of course, apparently it's also an area where the Gainesville Club has been hitting, but I think I pulled out a valve stem cover. That was probably about the best find in the park that night. But we just had a good time with the 5 of us guys laughing it up, right up until we all had to go our separate ways. Yeah, I think the event up in New York in the fall is a pretty big event. That one I think I've heard of because I think some of the big name channels went up there last year. It was just an autocorrect by the computer there, History Digger. Tommy, I haven't hunted in almost 3 weeks. Uh, there's a lot going on my end here. With Dee's mom's passing away a few weeks ago, she made the decision, or we made the decision, not to let her dad rot away in that piece of shit nursing home. So we have moved him in. This is actually going to be his bedroom. This was my office, but as you can see, we built the closet right there behind me, and you can see I got the shower halfway tiled there. I'm going to be finishing that up today. So, and we put his TV up yesterday, and this is going to be Mike's room, and maybe he'll let me use as an office for my live streams. But so yeah, I've been doing a lot of work on the house like you did on your motor coach. So I haven't been out much. Dalton and Troy have been hitting out, and they've been doing phenomenal. If you guys haven't watched Troy's last 2 videos with him and Dalton, you guys need to get over and watch those because they have been tearing it up in an old town south of here. They are 8 for 8 for permissions. When Troy and I went down there, we were 4 for 4 for permissions, and they are just pulling old silver out like unbelievable. Kay, whose name is James? Florida Knots. We need to get on some silver, some skilva. Mr. Dalton is only 6 silvers away from 100. Waiting for the coffee. If it hurries up, we might all survive. I got mine, Cynthia. Maybe my angel will come back in and refill my cup. Oh, I made sure I had the coffee brewing early, girls. I know, Dalton. That's what we were just talking about. Clark's Cove Detecting was saying I believe it's 57 days away. They're actually marking X's off on the calendar to 3 days of hunting. Yep. No kidding, Tommy. Yeah, we were all heading out of town, Tommy, and it was like 5 o'clock, and we had like an hour and a half of sunlight left, and we found that park, and we pulled a few coins out of it. But I think I was the only person that got anything old. Oh, Cynthia, it's going to be a blast. Movie was Boogie Nights. That's right, with Mark Wahlberg, I believe it was. Honey, was Boogie Nights Mark Wahlberg? She's ignoring me. Ooh, Clark's Cove says Knox has got some competition coming this year. Well, I'm telling you, I know where Dalton wants to take off to go hunt first thing, and he says he's getting some new boots for the thing, and he plans to stay out there hunting. He probably will come in for the drawing on Saturday, but for the Sunday hunt, that's just an open field free hunt. We're probably not going to see Dalton for lunch. He'll probably put a sandwich in his backpack and just keep on going. So, Mr. Mike's here, Mallyman 24, or as it's actually correctly known as M.A. Lyman 24. I didn't know his first name was Mike when I started calling him Mallyman. Thank you, Dirt Diggler. Appreciate that. Thank you. Russell, thank you very much. The New York event is a bigger event. Yes, this one they are limiting, I think, to approximately 200 people. A few of my fellow Wisconsin detectors are joining me March 5th through 7th. Well, that's very cool. That's 2 weeks after our hunt down here in Florida. Our Florida Hunt 7 dig is the 19th through the 21st of February. LOL, we walk faster than the old guy. Dalton's going to run faster than all of us. Me and Charlie are carrying too much weight. So is Simon. So the three of us will be way behind Dalton. But yeah, the Florida Hunt 7 History Digger, if you're not familiar with it, will be a lot bigger than Florida Hunt 6. It's going to be a 2-day hunt this year instead of one. And the second day is just an open hunt. It's not seeded ground. It's all natural hunt ground. Nothing's been seeded. Last year, I got me a 1902 S Barber Dime, I believe it was. I found me a lead toy Scotty dog from the 1920s. They had a historian there on site that was trying to do the age period for items. So I had the oldest silver of the day until late in the day when Charlie, digging it back's partner, Andrew, came in with a beautiful half riel. I can't remember the date on it. If Charlie's here, he could maybe help me out with the date. Charlie, what was the date of Andrew's half riel? And then right at the end of the day, there was a big buzz, and a guy came in with an 1850s large cent, and boy, you could see that thing was dirt fresh. The one side of it was all still caked on. He was still rubbing it on his jeans, trying to get the dirt off so he could find a year. So I was lucky enough to get to film that and watch the guy reveal his large cent. And Dalton wasn't standing far from him when the guy dug it. So Dalton wants to get back to that area because that's his number one goal for Florida Hunt 7. Now that Dalton has found seeded silver this year and 1800 silver this year, he took care of those two buckets lists. Dalton and I wanted to get an 1800 silver, and we both wanted to get a seeded coin. Dalton found his 1850s seeded half dime, so he took care of a third bucket list, or a half dime. So now I believe he would like to complete and get his large cent. I'm stepping on Mr. Dalton's detector of Florida Hunt 7. Martin Randolph Rally Recovery says when he's not looking, we just need to put a little tinfoil between his cover and his coil so it gets static all day. It probably still out on us. Dirt Diggler is James. Okay, I'm going to write that down. Add it to my list that I can't remember if it was Cynthia or Brenda sent me. Thank you, James. Florida Knox is Mr. Dalton, if anybody doesn't know, the Silver Slayer. Is Martin here in the room? Yes, he is. There we go. Boom. Good morning, Mr. Martin. We were just talking about you, sir. The never-ending cup of coffee. Amphibious archaeology is 20 away from 100 silvers. That is phenomenal. I think I'm only in the 20s this year. I didn't get a chance to hunt as much as Mr. Dalton, and I just didn't seem to get on the silver the way he did. More snow this week for Russell. Geez, guys, we're sitting here, windows open. I don't even have the ceiling fan going because it's nice and cool. Kay says, I'm 94 away from You guys cracked me up. That was funny, Kay. Oh, okay. Who is? Oh, Michael Swan, 66. Good morning. I was wondering who you guys were talking, saying hi to Michael. Good morning, Michael Swan, 66. There you go, Jim. Give Kay some encouragement. You can do it. We've only got 11 days left, Kay. Corey Smith, aka the Detecting Bunny, is here. Good morning. He gets a chance to get in early here. Normally he comes in right towards the end. And Cynthia says she's 100 away from 100. Well, Cynthia, I don't know how long you've been detecting, but it took me 11 months and 3 weeks to find my first silver, and I found it on school common grounds next to a basketball court of all places at what is now currently a high school, but when I was a kid, it was a junior high back in the 70s. Uh, but welcome, Corey Smith. I'm glad to see you here, getting here early. Randolph Rally Recovery says he's got to go. The neighbor just texted him. He's dropping off some specs. Uh, Martin does house inspection, guys, in case you're wondering what he's talking about. Crappy to our northern friends. I think Dalton's just going to get a pair of hiking boots. Yep, anything other than tennis shoes. Yeah, I think he's going to get a nice pair of hiking boots. Okay, was going to go hunting this morning, but it's raining. Yeah, it's starting to drizzle down here, Richard. Oh yeah, he just went to the scrap yard. Dalton's been holding on to his scrap all year, and he just went to a scrap yard over on his side of the county, and he got over $50 for his scrap, and he is putting that aside for his Florida Hunt 7 money, which I think is a great idea. My neighbor next door did a brake job on his truck, and he put all four metal brake drums and hubs rotors in my truck, and along with a couple of bumpers, trailer bumpers, and I'm going to take them up to the recycling place, and I'm going to do the same thing Dalton did. However much I get for that stuff, 10, $20, it's going into an envelope for gas for Troy for Florida Hunt 7. Troy's driving up this year. I drove up last year. Uh, that was way too much fun driving up with Troy last year. But I know we'll get there fast with Troy driving. PA almost up in Jersey. Wow, you were way up there, Tommy. Oh, did I miss SC? Good morning, SC. I'm sorry. Good morning. Welcome. Oh, you found a 62. You found a 62 halftime, Tommy? Oh, that's why somebody asked him. He's up in PA, almost in Jersey. Wow, everybody's here this morning. We got 22 people here in 24 minutes. That is awesome. Hey, we only got 9 thumbs up. You people hit the thumbs up. Mark the Berg Hunter's here. Was just over on his channel the other day, catching out a couple videos. Kay says she can live again. She's got her coffee. Honey, are you standing up? Can I get a cup of coffee, please? Thank you. Oh, my museum finds are only in one place. I've got 4 items in the museum for Fort DeSoto, the Fort DeSoto Historical Museum. We've got a fort down here on the south end of Tampa Bay on the St. Pete side that guarded the entrance to Tampa Bay during the time of the Spanish and American conflicts. In case the Spanish came up from Cuba, they built a big fort down there that actually I don't think ever fired a shot in anger, but they had 24 outbuildings for the soldiers, the officers, the ammo, your dining hut, your visiting quarters and storerooms and all that stuff. So they had 24 outbuildings next to the fort. Thank you. And twice a year, our club is allowed. We get exclusive rights to hunt the fort twice a year, the grounds. And there's a there's a volunteer from the fort who's also a member of our club who oversees the hunt, and all our finds get turned into him. And I was lucky enough last year to find a beautiful gold officer's buttons that had never been used. It was a spare that had been sent there on the cardboard backing, and it still had the little ring around it that they put on the backing card. And the fort historian told us that that was a pretty rare find because there was only 6 officers there at a time, so they didn't have any gold officers buttons. So I got one of those in the fort. I found a 1901 Indian head on the grounds. They put that in the museum. Another guy last month just found a 1902 V nickel there. They took that. I found a smokeless shotgun round from the early 1900s. It was one of the long ones. It wasn't just a shotgun head. It was one of the long ones with the whole copper brass. And they said they'd never had one of them, so they kept that. Thank you, Mom. And then my first only 2 3-ringers, they were in really nice shape. They were probably drops, and they took them also. Cynthia, there we go. We got coffee. Oh, we got a $50. Very cool. So yeah, Troy's the guy with like 20. I think Troy's got 27 items in the St. Pete Historical Museum, and a lot of those items are directly related to St. Pete and do say something about St. Petersburg on them. He found a key fob shaped like a police badge, an old-fashioned police badge from a chief of police's convention that was in St. Pete back in the 30s. The museum was real happy to have that. So, but yeah, I've just got those 3 or 4 items in the museum at Fort DeSoto. The museum has built us a display case and put our club's name on the front of it in a brass plaque. And then after Christmas, 3 or 4 of us are going down there and arranging the displays so we can be seen. So when we do that, I'll do a short video of that and point out the stuff that we found at the fort. But yeah, it's a county park. They don't allow hunting there because, like I say, after the fort closed down in the 20s or whatever, the U.S. military government took it over pre-World War II, and they used the grounds of the property around the fort as a bombing range. So every now and then, when they're doing work there, they find an unexploded bomb from World War II. They were doing a lot of bombing run practice and machine gunning practice. So even on the beach, occasionally you dig up a 50 cal shell, and so you can't detect the park at all because of the unexploded ordnance. But you're allowed to do the beaches there, and so our club gets exclusive rights, even though it's a national fort on the National Registry. They allow us to do it because it's controlled by the county. Marty is nuts about digging coins. Welcome, sir. Mike, thank you very, very much for the super chat. This thing's gone by so fast. I almost missed that, sir. Thank you very much. See, I just saw you now, Marty. I'm behind on my scroll. Kay says last silver she found was in a Coinstar last week, 59 Rosie. That's great. $18.97 BQ for me, Kay. Slap the like button like your mama taught you right. Thanks, Charlie. Oh, nice. The Clark's Cove's got a 60. I checked last week. I got, I think I got like 3 memorial pennies. Thank you, Richard. Mr. Digger says, it's cool that you got that in the museum. Thank you. I have a bronze sidewalk plate with some founder names that is being donated to New Bern, North Carolina Historical Society, but that pales compared. No, hey, anytime I found in my little town here where my house is, this is actually Denise's house. I have a separate house up in the little town north of here, and I actually found a 5-cent token from the first shopping plaza from our city in the 30s or 40s, you know, one of the little aluminum 5-cent tokens, but it's got the name of the plaza on it. And I'm gonna get a hold of our historical society for the city and donate that. And then I have also found a 1927 dog tag that I think has number 6 or number 8 on it. It was the 6th or 8th issued in 27, and it's got our city name on it. And the dog tag is shaped like a little, like our little retriever's face, and it's copper, so it held up real well. So I hope to donate both of those pieces to the city. Um, yes, I do. I did make a video of that, SC. I don't want to turn my head to check my other computer with the videos, but just type in Fort DeSoto on any one of my videos, and I believe I got 2 videos from the fort, and my gold button will come up on that. So I think I did the one with the 3 ringers also. But we used to put it on our website when the 2 hunts were a year, and about a year and a half ago, we had 2 guys show up that parked on the outskirts of the fort grounds and started hunting when we started hunting, and apparently they were there just for their own. They weren't members of our club, and they were there to see what they could find and take it with them. And they kind of did the old night hawking thing. And we were approached by one of the rangers in the park, said, "Hey, are those 2 guys way over there yours?" And we said no. And before we could get over there, they packed up in their cars and took off. So we don't advertise the hunt in our club on our club website anymore. We just put it in our newsletter that only goes out to members on, you know, when the date of the hunt is, and then we just basically call each other up. There's only about 8 or 10 of us that do it every year, even though we've got 70 people in our club. There's only about, because it's sand spurs and thorns and overgrown grass. So, you know, you got to go out there with a pair of jeans or khakis like I got, and you got to put your hiking boots on. You can't go out there in shorts and tennis shoes, or you're just going to get eaten up with sand spurs. So, but it's a cool day out there in the Florida scrub. Usually in October and March, it's pretty good weather, so you're not sweating yourself, and it only lasts from 9 to 11. And then I either stay and hunt the beaches there at the park, or I go to Clearwater Beach, or since that's a 40-mile drive for me, I'm already down that way. Let's go hit the good beaches. Okay, I'm behind people. Service with a smile. Yes, thank you. Oh, that was a cool thing you did, Mark, with the electrical. I thought it was funny. I mean, you got in the smoke, and then you got in the electricity sounds. Yeah, I thought that was cool, Mark. Where did I find those religious charms? Each of those has been found on an old property. I have since added a 5th one, but I haven't changed the picture. But the last one I believe I found was on a 1903 house that Dalton and I did in the town just south of us here on the water. Uh, I know, Kay, I got to use my Oreos cup because I dropped my Reese's cup that Detecting Smiths liked so much, and it cracked and shattered. So I'm back to my Oreos cup. Oh, but there's been plenty of Oreos dunked in that. You can bet, Kay. But yeah, each one of those religious terms come off a different old property. If you guys watched my last video with Troy, he found a beautiful St. Christopher Catholic medallion that a lot of Catholics back in the day, and my mother got me one when I was a young teenager, that had St. Christopher on the front, and you flip it over that says, "I am a Catholic. In case of an emergency, please notify a priest for last rites." And Troy found one of those down in that town we've been hunting last week. Truly an electrifying experience, Mark. It was. It was hilarious. John Long, Silver Rails. Welcome, boy. I haven't talked to you in a while. Welcome. Thank you for coming into the chat. I like the Wabasso beach shirt, but a hat would be better. When I search Wabasso, I find the beach to be very narrow and at times mostly wet. What I found there was flakes of iron. Uh, I have not actually hunted Wabasso Beach. I have hunted Vero Beach, but we were staying at the Disney Resort. We have a timeshare with Disney, and we were staying at their Vero Beach Resort. And that's when I found out that not all areas of the treasure coast you can hunt the water, because people have bought rights to those plots of water where the shipwrecks are. So you can only do from the waterline up. I didn't have a water machine then, so that was fine. I can only go down to the water's edge anyway, back with my old 705. But there was a guy there come walking up the beach with a bucket, and he had what looked like to be a homemade metal detector. And I swear his coil was over 2 feet big. And I know he was going trying to go deep, trying to find some of those Spanish coins. I was brand new to detecting them. And then I did a park in Vero Beach. It's a county park right on the water. It's got the parking lot for the beach, and then it's got a county park next to it. And I pulled out a 64 Rosie and then a little silver charm as I was heading back to my car at the end of the day because it was starting to rain. So, and then I found an old abandoned house in Vero that I hunted and got like 5 Wheaties off of. So that was a good trip. And then when I was checking out of the hotel, I drove the 100 miles north to Daytona Beach and got to meet Brian from I Dig Daytona. And I was brand new to water hunting. I'm sorry, that was the next year trip because I already had the Knox then. And but I got to meet Brian on a trip over there, and he taught me a lot about water hunting and how he grids the beach and how you do your circular patterns swirling out. And I got to spend about a half a day hunting with Brian and got to meet him. That was great. But yeah, actually, you've never been on Wabasso Beach, John Longs. Kay says it's a toasty 46. Nope, we're here 70 degrees. You have to beat the crackheads there, Coin Store. Cynthia, I got to beat the homeless guys. Denise is like, you're stealing money from the homeless people. Well, they got to get there before me. Good morning, Jamie's dad. That's right. He actually won one of my giveaways. Javier Garcia, welcome, sir. I'm sorry if I missed you. I'm a little behind on the chat here. I'm trying to catch up. I start telling stories. Where's Park Rat Pat? I don't know. That is a really good question, Richard.
Well, look at your phone.
I'm going to go check my phone.
He's out.
He is out digging right now. They're out in the field, him and Dennis. So he said between the two of them, they should have come up with something decent to share in your stream. So let's hope so. I forgot to go on with StreamYard this morning like I did last week with Miss Gypsy. So I cannot have a guest on today. But if Pat comes on, I'll tell him to put it on my phone and we'll show it to you folks. Have you hunted Treasure Island? I have hunted the beach one time down that way. I didn't do real well. For as popular as a beach that is, I didn't do real well down there at all. Pat is out hunting. He says they're going back out to Scout Island, which is the one he camps at. So he usually finds quite a bit of clad out there. I have searched a good many beaches from Mombasa to Coco, and they seem to get wider with more dry beach as you move north. Yes, I would probably agree with that. When I was there at Vero last time, there was literally only like 30 yards of sand from their seawall to the ocean. They'd had a lot of storms and had taken sand out. From what I understand, they've been renourishing some, and the beaches are a little longer. But yeah, I was very surprised by how close the water was to the resort. Oh my gosh, the History Digger says their lake is frozen already. Wow. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be like 73 today. One of the guys in my club invited me to go hunt Clearwater Beach this morning, and I was all excited. I said, yeah, he says the tide's gonna be way out. Let's go do an early money hunt. And we had the thing all planned out. So I went, Menardo, you do a Sunday morning stream. Yes. Anna Marie Island, Russell, is where my buddy got his gold coin. If you watched my Holy Grail video from 3 or 4 weeks ago, a guy in our club, Clearwater Mike, that I hunt the beach with quite regularly, he got called out for a ring finder's call on Anna Marie Island, which is probably at least an hour drive for him over the Skyway. But while he was hunting for somebody's gold ring, he got a gold signal in his scoop and brought it up and came up with a US $5 coin in a gold bezel that somebody had on a chain, and the chain link broke, and they lost the $5 gold coin. And our club gave Mike the coin find of the year at our Christmas banquet 10 days ago, because obviously it was the only coin found by the club that year. So he got coin find of the year certificate at the banquet. Ice fishing here now, boy. You guys, it's gotten cold up north, guys, with this snow and this front hitting. Everybody's telling me how cold it is. Ice fishing here now. My high is supposed to be 31. Jim Steele says. Please tell Miss Denise that Cynthia and Kay say good morning to her. She says good morning. She's camera shy. So the ranger said we could search the beach at Sebastian State Park. However, if anyone goes there, they should tour the incredible fishing pier and watch the amazing fish catching. I've never been down that far, but I would love to do that. 34 to 36, Clark Cove says. Oh, hardly none of us have ever found a gold coin. That's the first one I know of personally here in Florida being found, Russell. I've got that beautiful uh, Freemasons medallion, the solid gold medallion that you saw on my community page. I have added a community page to my YouTube page, guys. Park Rat Pat and Miss Deej, who was in our stream Wednesday night, explained to me how to do that, and I have done it. And quite a few folks have stopped by and looked at some of the photos I have on my community page now. Uh, Countryside Russell has. It's been very cold up here in Tallahassee, and we've already used up our firewood supply. Well, Denise's dad's got our portable fireplace heater next to him because he gets cold easy since he's had his stroke. Big Daddy K's here? Big Daddy K. Dude, I thought you fell off the face of the earth. It is so great to see you, buddy. Everybody, Big Daddy K is Mr. Russell, or I'm sorry, Mr. The K. He is up there in Ohio, Mr. Kyle, and he gets on some nice old properties up there in Ohio, guys, and he also does some coin roll hunting. And he has found some silver, and he has found some nice old Wheaties, and I believe an Indian or two. It is great seeing you, Mr. Kyle. See, everybody gets to find out where everybody's at around here. Jim, is that due to the weather? Michigan, I'm sorry. I thought you were in Ohio. Okay, Michigan. Because I was going to say, I know Denise has family in Ohio, so I was like, man, if I get up there, I'm going to go see Big Daddy K. But I don't think, I know some people in Michigan too, and they have invited me to stay at their place. Mark, thank you very, very much. This is a tip for Denise for bringing your coffee. She will get that, sir, and she will take it too. One day, a treasure company was searching off Melbourne Beach, and they indicated they believed there was a treasure ship. Oh, there's an entire fleet that went down there by Vero. I don't know about Melbourne, but in Vero, Disney actually has a brass plaque right in front of the beach that says that the Spanish fleet of 12 or 13 ships went down literally 50 yards to the south offshore. And in some of these chats, we've heard from guys that they've actually seen the dredging ships out there. Oh, but very close to Ohio. Okay, thanks, Big Daddy K. I can be in Ohio in like 10 minutes. How close are you to Cincinnati? Did another person come in? Dime Detective. Holy smokes, 28 guys. We're close to a new record. I think 30 is our record. Boom, we just hit 30 as I say that. Wow. Oh, it's because of a drug reaction. Okay. I didn't know if it was maybe the weather. My best find at Melbourne Beach was a silver ring. I love finding rings on the beach. My last ring was that stainless steel spinner ring I found at Troy in that old 1910 park. Did Pat come in? Park Rat Pat Metal Detecting here? There he is. Boom. Hi, Pat. Anything to report? Dime Detectives here. Park Rat Pat's here. Indiana Tones. Mr. Lou is in the room. Wow, we're going New York City now. Looks like it's the rare and elusive Park Rat. That's right. Martin's back. 5 nice big specks. Oh, when he calls out specks, he's talking fish. Duh, Rob. Fish and grits for dinner. Nice. Very nice, Mr. Randolph. Nothing special out there, Pat says yet. Okay. I know, Kay. I don't think they have one yet on emojis. We'll have to get the emoji people to ask them to make a metal detecting emoji. It's great seeing Lou. Lou stops in when he can, and I see in some other chats too. I usually see him in in Merrill's live streams, or his not his live streams, but in his premieres. I am on 2 devices now. Thank you, Mike. I probably will help. Yeah, Lou, what's it up in New York? Because we saw you guys out there we saw Merrill out in Dead Horse Bay in the snow. 29 degrees for Tommy up there in Jersey. Wow. St. George's Island, a hidden gem on the forgotten Florida Emerald Coast. Well, that sounds fantastic. Headphones is as close as it gets. Well, that's pretty cool, Mark Thomas. The headphones is a good little metal detecting emoji. I can't, Pat. I can't because I forgot to do StreamYard again. So if you find something, you're just gonna have to text it to me, Pat. Sorry. I keep forgetting to do StreamYard. I'm gonna have to put a note on the computer to log in through StreamYard so I can have a guest on here. Wow. Mike says it's 26 up on the East Coast right now. Oh, there's cool. Yeah, you got the little skull for metal detecting emoji. That'll work. Dime detective. The mosquitoes and the brush of, or the mosquitoes and the brush have died off. It's relic season on the eastern seaboard. Oh, that's nice. If you guys don't have snow and the ground's not frozen, I bet this is a good time to hunt. Duty head. That's me, Pat. Rusty Digger, welcome, welcome. 30 and snow here. Well, you guys, Mark Thomas is 31 here, warmer than it's been in days. Oh my gosh, I just can't imagine that, guys. Me and Dalton went out a while back and it was 48, and that was, by the time we got to where we're going, it was already in the 50s. I no, I'm not doing 30s and 40s. 36 degrees in the Berg. 12 inches of snow now too. Well, Mike, you're up in New England, aren't you, Mike? I'm telling you, Tommy, I don't do cold. Let me make another note. So 31 in Staten Island. Would you still have the snow there, Lou? No, Dustin is Rusty Digger. I don't know Dime Detective's first name. Yeah, Dustin, I believe, is Rusty Digger. Am I correct? I'm trying to keep all 28 straight. 49 and raining where Cynthia's at. Oh, Richard, the snowstorms are absolutely beautiful. We vacationed once in Lake Tahoe, and which is the only time I've ever been snowmobiling and snow skiing down a mountain. And I wouldn't want to live in that every day, but for a vacation, that was absolutely beautiful. He's in Connecticut. Yeah, that's about as New England as you can be. St. George and Dog Island areas are major amphibious training areas for the Normandy invasion. This is a wonderful. There is a wonderful World War II museum there. Well, I will definitely be checking that out because I love museums, especially World War II museums. We had a huge World War II museum down here in Pinellas County, which is about 20 miles south of us. It was uh, it was in the city of Largo, and they had some phenomenal displays. I took my father-in-law. Uh, Me and my best friend took my father-in-law, and they had some great displays. They even had a MiG. They had just gotten a MiG jet that was sitting out front. They were still assembling it, and unfortunately, a couple of years ago, they ran out of funds, and that closed up. And I'm sure they moved them to another museum. Yes, Dustin is Rusty Digger on PC now. Can type faster. In 1989, it snowed here in North Florida, but it was a kiddie coast. Yeah. Ooh, Kyle's doing a kitchen remodel. I hope we get to see that, Kyle. I'll send you a message. I'll send you a message later on, Kyle. It's been great to see you, buddy. I have missed you so much. Um, so I hope everything's going well. And obviously, if you're remodeling your kitchen, that does sound like things are going good. So good luck on that. So I'll send you a message, Kyle. See it my way one. Mr. Shane is here, the greatest voice on radio. This is See It My Way one with Shane. I can't even remember his last name, but it's a great intro. Thanks, buddy. See you later, Kyle. Shane Kubat. That's right. It's See It My Way one with Shane Kubat. Sounds like Walter Cronkite out there. Well, you guys are fast on this. Shane, we missed you last week in Wednesday Zoom meeting. You would have been number 21. We had 20 people in the Zoom meeting. It was like the Brady Bunch screen on steroids. Kay says when she lived in West Texas, we'd get a lot of snow and everything covered in ice here in East Texas. It doesn't get snow hardly ever. Well, what's on the FL Thunder agenda for 2021? That's a real good question, Dime Detective. Thank you for asking that. Um, I do want to travel this year. I want to get back to either Maryland or Missouri. I've got family in both places. I did both those trips in 2019, but obviously with the COVID and well, now that my accident settled, I can talk about the accident when the semi hit me on the way up to Missouri in 2019. Denise had flown up because she can't take the time off to drive. So Denise had flown up. We were going to have 2 days together at my sister's in Missouri. And then traveling through Alabama, I had that semi change lanes on I-80 or I-70 and smashed into me and sent me into the concrete retaining wall and totaled my car and gave me some chiropractic issues. But it took almost 2 years to settle that incident. And I really miss my little silver Mitsubishi. But I do want to do the trip back out there again this year. I will not drive next to any semis. That is my number one rule now. Pat has scarred my son for life with the description of Shane's butt scratcher story. That was a hilarious story. St. George's Island, in the water you may find training relics such as 50 caliber cartridges, but you'll need a boat to get to Dog Island. Well, that's cool. I like finding any military relics. But yeah, I want to travel some. I want to travel more around the state. I'd like to get up to see either J-Man or Charlie up there in the panhandle of Florida. I'd love to see some guys on the other coast. I want to get over to see Pat again this year on the other coast. I definitely will get over to the other coast since we have the resort there. Troy actually also has a place for us to stay over there. Troy usually goes to Pat's Club's Silver Hunt over there. Rusty Digger says, got to run. I'm working today. See it my way one, moved my new house and I don't have internet or cell phone, so I'll be getting internet this week. So are you still in are you out in your car on your cell phone, Shane? That's right. That's why he couldn't be in Zoom because it was freezing outside and he didn't have internet yet. And the only way he could get on was with his phone. So thanks for being here on your phone, Shane. Ta ta for now. But it's great seeing Shane here too. But yeah, we had 30 people in Zoom on Wednesday night on Pat Zoom. Uh, Countryside Russell was he's a new addition, and then Mayor Videos came in. He's up in Canada, and we had quite a few new people. Like I say, we asked Deej to come by so she could explain how to do my community page and also do my liked videos page. I changed my homepage on YouTube. I updated it quite a bit, guys. They showed me how to do several things, so hopefully my homepage on YouTube will be a little more interactive. So hey, snowbirds, there's a campground at St. George's Island plus commercial camping sites, so why freeze? John Long, Silver Rails, I ask that all the time to my family up north. Why are you guys up there when you can come down here and be spending time with us and in nice warm Florida here? Like I say, it's 70 degrees here, guys. I'm sitting here in a t-shirt. Uh, you know, there's the pool slider out there, guys. So I kind of like it this way. This looks good over here. But Denise has worked her butt off to get this room done. As you can see, she painted a nice soft tan color. It was white last week. I've just got to get the doorknob up on the closet door there, and then finish the shelving on the inside of the closet. We went to town. That's how I have internet service right now. I'm sitting in my car. I thought that's what you'd be. We have a great time on Zoom. You got that right, Clark's Cove. Zoom party Wednesday night, 7 p.m. on Pat's channel, or well, not Pat's YouTube channel, but his Zoom channel. If you go to any one of his videos on his homepage, guys, he puts the phone number for the Zoom chat. We do it on Wednesdays at 7, and we usually do a second one at 10, but most of the time we're still on at 10, so it just goes continuously by. Yeah, hey, good morning, James. Welcome. Messy Hole is James and Rebecca. Oh yeah, we had 30 people in Zoom. It got really lively. How was that for putting it, Clark's Cove? Was lively a good word? How do you Zoom? Good morning, Lost Ways Detecting and Treasure Hunting. Uh, okay, let me explain that to him real quick, guys. Uh, I do it on my. Well, I'm on my laptop doing my stream, but there is my PC next to us. Um, I do it through my PC. Why don't I have my? There I am. I'm seeing myself on two pages now. There I am. Um, you just go on a computer. You just go to zoom.us and click on their website. And when you get on their website, up in the upper right-hand corner, it says join a meeting. And all you do is type in the phone number for Pat's Zoom meeting. And then if it asks you for a password, you just type in the same number again, and boom, you're in the meeting. I think on your phone, I think you have to sign up to Zoom. I'm not sure because I don't do it through my phone. Um, but you just log on to Zoom, get your app on there, then you just click on join a meeting. And like I say, on Park Rat's Metal Detecting's page, on every one of his about sections and his description of the video, he puts the Zoom meeting date and times. Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. It's it's 427-526-3884. That's his Zoom number, and it's also the password number. So up to 31 degrees in Jersey, you can have it. And John Long's letting you nice folks know where you can check out Terry Shannon's channel. There you go. That way you guys don't have to freeze up north. Tommy, I hope you get back here good because I know you'll enjoy the warmer weather back here. Oh yeah, Kay, he's not in Florida. If he was in Florida, we'd all went and hunted with him. There's a treasure museum near the park and the Fisher Museum on the mainland. Yeah, next time I'm over on that side, I definitely want to go see the Fisher Museum. Dalton and I met a guy metal detecting who used to be 30 years ago, 40 years ago, used to be next door neighbors with Mel Fisher, down in Key West, and he says him and Mel Fisher used to go out drinking all the time. He had some great stories. I'd like to actually have him over to our Metal Detecting Club meeting as a speaker. Dime Detective says, got to go. Digging Canuck is on. Happy hunting, everybody. Well, thanks for spending your time before you went and saw her with us, Dime Detective. I appreciate that. Cynthia said, Mark the Berg Hunter is now a rat packer. Woohoo! Richard, I asked him that, I think, right before you came on, and he said he's planning to. Lost Ways Metal Detecting. Yeah, that's what you got to do, Lost Ways. Yeah, Shane. Yeah, Mark's letting you know that Shane's about 2 hours from him in Pennsylvania. Oh, Marty's nuts about digging in coins. He's been hitting a zoom button on his camera. No wonder he can't get it to work. That's hilarious. Oh, you guys are just hilarious. There's a great display of Spanish treasure in the museum, in the R.A. Gray Museum in Tallahassee. Yeah, see, there's so much to do. Denise has a couple of girlfriends up in Tallahassee, and one of them has said if I come up there and hunt up in that area, I can stay at her place. So, yeah, guys, I need to get up to Tallahassee. Oh, cool. That's really cool, Richard. Your wife's from Key West. I've never actually heard of anybody being from Key West. Well, I'm sure there's some original conks down there, but you just don't hear that often. That's pretty cool, Richard. So, hey, honey. Hey, yeah, but I do. But the closet looks really good on the video. It looks like square and everything. So, thank you, dear. She says, uh-huh. The Metal Detecting Channel is here. We are now international, guys. He is here from over in the UK. It is probably dark 30 or 2 o'clock over there. I can't remember if they're ahead or behind. I was in his stream, I think yesterday or the day before. I know, Kay. You don't know whether to say good morning or good afternoon. All right, I'm writing everybody's names down. Oh, it's so great to see all these channels in here. This is just absolutely wonderful, guys. You know, it's funny. Every time I wear this Wabasso shirt in the streams, at least one person makes a comment on it. Thank you very much, Steve. I made extra coffee this morning to get me through the stream. Oh, she makes a good cup of coffee for somebody that doesn't drink coffee. Metal Detecting Channel says he is at work, so he'll be lurking. So he's working on a Saturday. I'll be getting back to tiling that, guys. That red patch has to go away today, I've been told, and has to get covered in tile. So that will be my job after we get off the stream today, to see how much of that I can get done before the bucks come up. So I know Amphibious Archaeology is going up to Florida Hunt 7. I believe him and one other person from his group. We have scheduled a restaurant for anybody that wants to come on Saturday night. It is called the Crafty Bastard, and it's a little sports bar / pub that features 60 craft beers on draft. And for all you that know me, you know that I really don't drink, but I have pledged to have a draft beer that night with my meal at the Crafty Bastard. Not two, just one, because if I have two, if you think I'm a Menardo now, wait till you see me after 2 beers. But anyway, You guys will be taking videos just to have entertainment on your channels. Kicking Cancer Metal Detecting. Good morning, Mr. Dennis. KCMD is Dennis. He hunts over there with Pat. Him and Pat are out right now. Beer, beer, beer. I see. I do, as soon as I said that, I knew Clark's Cove would jump in there. Jeff and you are going. Okay, so that's two more. Tommy, look it up on. They have a really nice Facebook page. It's called the Crafty Bastards. We have reserved a room in the back for 40 people, Tommy. So let me know if you want me to put you on the list to be in the back room with us. And then if you go to the restaurant as just part of FH7 and you mention you're part of FH7, you will be getting the specials that they are putting out just for our group that night, which is they are doing dollar appetizers and they're going to do happy hour prices on beers all night long for us instead of just for an hour. And they're also supposed to be doing 2-for-1 well drinks. So they're giving us a really good deal for bringing in people from Florida Hunt 7. Greg will be probably announcing that during the talk Saturday at the hunt. Just one beer? No, not a keg. Just one draft beer. Okay, we'll do, Tommy. Right, Mark? I know. That's exactly what I thought. Any bar with the name Bastard, it sounds like my kind of place. My neighbor, well, Denise's neighbor, Johnny, who lives across the street here, he bought my investment house that I spent several years rehabbing the house across the street. I bought it from an elderly neighbor who wanted to move in with her children, and I bought it before the great real estate crash of 2008. Of course, I bought it right before the prices dived, but luckily it took me so many years to rehab it by myself. I was planning on making it a project of me and Denise's dad, and about 6 months after I had the house, he had a stroke and he couldn't help me. So my buddy Steve was a tremendous help, the guy that's helped me do this room. But eventually I got it done and got it sold for a tidy little profit. And the guy that bought it, his name is Johnny. He's a really good friend of ours now, lives across the street from Denise. And he got his bachelor's degree from University of Florida, his surveying engineer degree. And so obviously you could say 4 years in Gainesville. We all know that Gainesville is a noted party college. And he got to know the Crafty Bastards draft beers rather well. And he has remained, he knows the owners. So he gave me the owner's phone number. And I called them up and spoke to the owner. And she said, sure, we love metal detectors. They have a guy that's one of their karaoke people that is in the Gainesville Metal Detecting Club and brings them his finds sometimes to show them. And they think metal detecting is cool as hell. So they were happy to help out and reserve the entire back room of their restaurant for our group. Okay, when I was a child in Miami, I heard of a lost treasure story. Silver bricks in shallow water somewhere near Key Largo. The finder only kept one brick to bring back home, not realizing what he had. Wow. I am sure in Key West, there is all kind of stories like that. Cynthia, I said that I'm thinking the same thing. He's got to get down here for Florida Hunt 7. Jim says he used to think that any bar with the word bar in it was my kind of place. I went back home to see relatives in Baltimore, guys, and they had a bar there called oh crike, what was the name of it? The Horse You Rode In On Saloon. And I said, this is going to be a good place, guys. Shane says he's going to go. His internet's spotty and he's probably freezing his butt off in the car. Shane, thanks for being here today. Hopefully we'll see you Wednesday in the Zoom meeting. And Dennis says he got a great hunt yesterday. His new video's out tomorrow. I just commented on Dennis's video yesterday. So everybody go over and make sure you check out Kicking Cancer's newest video. When we went back, he was unable to find the spot, so the silver bricks are still likely there. Yeah, we had somebody. As a matter of fact, you guys will be seeing a video. Dalton and I and our club president Howard did a permission that Troy originally got us. Uh, well, Well, no, I'm not going to say the town, but anyway, it was a big, huge corner lot. We've already done one video from that, and a builder had bought it, so the house was boarded up, but he hadn't started doing anything yet. And Troy got a hold of the builder, and he says, "Yeah, guys, we're not doing anything on the property. Go ahead and hit it before we tear it up." And here it is. A couple months later, we happen to drive by, and they had just leveled the whole property that day and skimmed it down to the dirt. And we pulled in there, and it wasn't yet designated a construction zone, and we still had permission. So while we were doing it, the lady that the builder bought the property from, she's in her late 70s. She came walking across the street. She took the money from her sale and bought a little condo across the street. And she came walking out now that they had scraped the property down to the dirt. And she was pulling out some of her original red bricks out of the dirt to save as a memento. And she thought that us hunting that was really cool. We told her we found a few old Wheaties and a couple little relics. And and she let us know that back in the day, and she sounded very serious about this, she had buried some gold coins on the property. And then she says, and way back there where the three garages used to be, we buried a few silver bars. So needless to say, Dalton took right off to go in that direction, but we didn't find anything like that, guys. But it was cool to hear her story. We had never hunted a property where a person had told us they had buried gold and silver before. Okay, everybody, have a great day. He's going to go try and find a new place to dig. Good luck, Richard. I hope the hope the rain has stopped up there. Jeff N, welcome. Guys, we normally go on to about 12, 11 or 12. Anytime after 11 today, this might get interrupted because, as you can see, the new cable or the new TV we just hung up here in Mike's new room, uh, it is not meshing with our internet cable providing. So a cable rep is coming over today, and he's going to probably be moving our router from this room to the next room. So it works better for me when I do my next stream from the next room next week. So her family already came back and got it. That's probably that very well could be Kay. John Long says there are lots of tales of pirate treasure in the Big Bend Bald Point area. However, the no seams are awful there. Oh, I can't hunt if I'm being tore up by no seams. And if you guys not familiar with Florida and areas around the beaches and the waters, no seams are little tiny gnats that are so small you practically have to like put your glasses on and stare at them just to see them. It looks like a teeny speck on you, but I'm telling you, they're as annoying as mosquitoes. And when you get into whole batches of them, they usually come out around sunset on the beach. So when I do my nights hunts on the beach, I make sure that I put a whole bunch of bug spray on my legs. Um, if there's a good breeze or the weather cools down, they're not as bad. But if it's a muggy night and you're around sunset on the edge of a beach, oh my gosh, those no-see-ums will tear you up. There's teeny, teeny little gnats. I know. You know what? You know what, Kay? I'm going to write myself a note for that right now. I know because I would have had one of you guys on as a guest, somebody that we probably haven't seen in a while. So for Sunday stream, log onto StreamYard. There you go, Kay. Menardo Rob won't do that next week. I'm going to put the note right here on the laptop because I mainly use the laptop for this stream, so it will be on the stream. They eat your ankles. Yes, they do. Gnats are called midgies in the UK. Well, that's exactly what they are. Okay, is there little midgies here that just tear you up? But Tommy's right, River Styx. They get your ankles, they get your lower legs, not usually your arms, but man, your lower bodies. They just tear you up. Did you guys see a kitty? Did a kitty come by in the background? Yep. No seams will tote you off, Cynthia says. Unfortunately, it was so cold up there in North Florida where we hunted at Florida Hunt 6 last year. We woke up that morning and it was in the high 20s. My door lock on my truck froze. I should have filmed Troy acting like a 4-year-old stamping his feet behind me because he thought for sure we were going to be late. But eventually we took some hot water from our hotel room, poured it over my door lock, and I was finally able to get my key to get the lock to move. So we made it there just as the invocation was starting. Everybody standing around at 8 a.m. So there goes Kitty. There goes Kitty. Psst, 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 psst. Come here. Your fans want to see you. Come here. You coming here? Come on. Oh, no, I'm going under the bed. He doesn't know what he wants to do. Yeah, Jeff, I would say they're the same thing as sand gnats. Yep. So, what do you call two midgets on a date? Oh, this is going to be small talk. Oh, that's like fire ants, but less numbers. You don't want fire ants either, Kay. Come here. Honey, when he lays down on the floor, he's hard to pick up. Oh. Oh. Hi, buddy. You're on TV. He says, I'm 17 pounds. And I'm a load to pick up when I'm on the ground. I know. You just love that, don't you? All right. I got to go. Yeah, I don't want to get into fire ants either. Dalton stood in one once, and he moved pretty dang quick. Mark, thank you. We're not done yet, but when I get done, I've been filming the whole process. So we're going to take 9 months worth of work and turn it into a 10 or 15-minute video. But thank you very much. I appreciate that, Mark. We're almost done. As soon as I get the rest of that tiling up, you can see right there is the pipe coming out for the shower head. So as soon as I tile up to that, hopefully today, I've got the tile around the toilet pipe coming out, and then I just have to finish up around the sink. My buddy will come out and hook up all the plumbing, so we can start using the second bathroom again, and then we have to call the glass company to put the glass shower wall in. Oh no, Jim, he's not spoiled at all. Yeah, we never even used that corner, Mark. It was just we just had a cabinet there with a printer on top or a fax machine, so we didn't really lose any space anyway because we didn't use that corner. But yeah, there's a. Oh, I think I just took them all off my phone because I just transferred them all to my computer. Oh, speaking of phone and computer, guys, you guys will get a sneak peek of this. I just did the video about being nice to your tellers, and she gets you silver certificates and U.S. bills. Guys, I went back to the same teller yesterday to take back a box of $50, and I went to her line, and she said, would you like these? And guys, she handed me a $5 silver certificate, a $1 silver certificate, another $1 silver certificate, and a third $1 silver certificate. And this one, this 57 is in super nice shape. And the other one is 1935 E series. Look at that, guys. Aren't they beautiful? And this is my first $5 silver certificate. Until she started getting me these last week, guys, I hadn't seen any silver certificates since my mom collected them. So I just got me 4 more silver certificates from the bank teller. Why is my battery thing popping up? Okay. So, guys, yep, I'll be doing a second video with those. And when we log off here today, guys, you'll be seeing these. And you'll be seeing this nice copper round. It is a Christmas scene. It's got the deer on one side. And then on the other side, it's got the gentleman dragging the Christmas tree home to his family. This is a 1973 Franklin Mint bronze round. And we're going to be giving this away for our Christmas giveaway. I'll be putting the video on after the stream today. And all you have to be is a public subscriber and have left a comment on one of my last 5 videos. Those are the main 2 rules we're going to do. But we're going to give this away. We're going to pull the drawing on, I believe, the day after Christmas. And then we'll announce the winner on the Sunday morning chat next week. So we're going to do a little giveaway for Christmas. Kay, did you dip them in chocolate and eat them? Shovel and coil poking into their mouths. Yeah, that doesn't piss them off at all, Kay. They're everywhere here. So they're bad out there too, like they are here. Yeah, you don't mess with fire ants here. Worst thing about fire ants is when they get in a vegetable garden. Will they eat it up, John Long? Thank you, Miss Cynthia. I thought I had more than one Christmas round, but I gave another one away last year at Christmas. So we're going to give this one away this year. I did my research. Apparently, this is one of a set of 4 that the Franklin Mint had as a group package in '73. I bought this with a big collection of silver. So we're going to be giving that away. And we're going to put that video on right after this live stream. I can't believe Christmas is. Hey, I finally got a gift, guys. I did start my Christmas shopping. I have gotten Denise 1 gift so far, and I know of a second gift I'm getting her because somebody texted me and reminded me. Make sure you're public. I lost my Park Rat giveaway. Oh, I didn't know that, Silver Rent. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, you got to double check because sometimes I've had people, and I know we all have here, every single one of us here have gone on to check somebody's page and they go, hey, I'm not getting their notices anymore. And boom, you find out that you're not subscribed because YouTube does these purges or these resets. And I've had a bunch of people say, hey, I've been subscribed to you. Even Dalton checked one time and he wasn't subscribed to me. And I saw his name come on as a new subscriber. I called him up and go, dude, what are you doing? Somehow YouTube unsubscribed me, he said. So you got to check that. I just need to make sure that I see the little red tab next to your name that you're a subscriber and you are eligible. I just see that in a comment on any one of my last videos, and you're in. Anniversary of your, oh, that's the other Robert. That's right. He mentioned that in his video. It was his 1-year anniversary for Clark's Cove. Congratulations, Clark's Cove. Okay, John says at least the scorpions are native. Yes, I have actually seen small scorpions here in people's houses. The fire ants and the love bugs were not here when I was young. Well, John, I know you're older than me, but they were here when I was a kid. When we moved here, people told us you had to buy those love bug screens for the front of your car because what happens is post off folks, they smell nasty when they hit your car. Those love bugs are just a nasty, nasty smelling thing. And if you don't get them off your paint really fast on your car, they just start eating into your paint. So yeah, love bug screens are a big thing in Florida. You buy them, and it's a screen that goes across your whole dash, and then it has two plastic clips that clip into your side wheel wells, and they will really help keep the love bugs off your car. All right, I missed Al, Mark. Yeah, I don't want to contemplate that, Mark. They blister up nasty. So we won't make any comment to Messy Hole's comment. Yeah, but fortunately, Kay, they're usually just in January, so they'll be coming up next month. No, not ladybugs. Oh, James, that's hilarious. Oh, love bugs flying while mating. Yep, one's flying forward, one's flying back. Oh, that was pretty damn funny, James. Only in Florida do you have to buy a bra for your car. That's exactly right, Cynthia. They actually used to make them. People used to make them. They'd use like smaller screen doors. So you'd see people with an entire screen door, a rectangular screen door on the front of their car. I should take a picture next time I see one of those. There were tons in the spring, but very few this fall, thank goodness. Yes, I know. Oh, that's hilarious, guys. Yeah, we're hoping James and Rebecca can make it down from Florida Hunt 7. I don't know what their obligations are, but it'd be quite a long trip for them, too. But I mean, hey, Miss Kay's coming all the way from Texas. I know. Cynthia, where are you at? I can't remember where you're located, Cynthia. Where are you at? Because I think you're coming quite a ways too. For my parents used to drive their Indian motorcycles across the Everglades without bug screens, but there were no love bugs back in the 30s and 40s. Oh, okay. Well, 30s and 40s. I was talking. I moved here at 73. South Georgia. Oh, well, you're not too far. You're going to be in Gainesville in no time flat. Yeah, you're not too far from Susie then. I still think it's a really nice thing you did for Susie, Cynthia. Yeah, Casey, we don't have lightning bugs here in Florida. That was a big thing when we were a little kid up north in Maryland. When you were a little kid, you loved going out and catching your lightning bugs in a jar, and obviously poking holes in your jar for air, but watching lightning bugs. I know there's certain areas of the country where people go actually travel. Like you go up north and see the trees turning in the fall. There's a certain town or somewhere up along the East Coast somewhere where people go for the lightning bugs because they come out a certain week where it's just they just light up the whole sky. 3 hours from Gainesville. Well, that's exactly what Troy's 3 hours. It's going to take him about 45 minutes to get to my house, Cynthia, and then from my house we're just under 2 hours to Gainesville. So, but yeah, I think Clark Cove said it's going to take them like 6 or 8 hours, and I think, excuse me, that JJ from Detecting Smiths, I think, is going to be about a 6 or 8 hour drive from him too. I can picture James popping their butts to get the light part out of them. Oh, Mark says in June and July, the area is filled with lightning bugs. Yeah, Mark, I miss them. You're in Pittsburgh. I used to be in Baltimore. Um, yeah, they were a cool thing. And we had the mimosa trees, guys, that had the little seed pod with the little fan on the back that would come down like a spinner when you were a kid. You used to throw those. Well, that's very cool. The Overseas Highway, for you folks that don't know what the Overseas Highway was, when they built the series of roads and bridges to link the Keys to southern Florida. There was a railroad originally built by uh, railroad magnate Flagler. I can't remember his first name, maybe Henry, but Flagler County is made after him. But after the hurricane hit it, they never rebuilt the railroad. But the cars were coming in then, so they did build as John Long says, the Overseas Highway. Oh, Clark's Cove is looking at 12 to 13 hours. Okay. Well, if you leave there Friday morning and get here Friday evening, you should get here just in time for the meet and greet Friday evening. I'm not sure if Greg has finalized it yet, being at the community center for his church, or if we're actually going to meet at a restaurant bar. Yep, that's what we did, Cynthia. Did not have love bugs or fire ants until the 50s either. Okay. Yeah, when we moved here in '73, guys, that El Nino thing was predominant. And every day, like at 3 o'clock, you could set your clock within 2 minutes. The rainstorm would come, the rain would be gone by 4 o'clock, and then it would just get muggy as hell in the afternoon. But I mean, you could almost plan your day for 3 o'clock with the rain. Kay says she was out in Iowa and they did the same. So I guess love bugs are everywhere, or lightning bugs are everywhere except Florida. But speaking of snow, I remember there was a day in junior high where we got just enough snow here in Tampa Bay just for it to cover the ground, and they let us out of school to go out and because there was a lot of kids that had never seen snow, and it was just enough to scrape up to have snowball fights. Oh, is it raining? James, that's just too funny. You guys are freaking hilarious. Solid green light for 20 minutes. I never even thought about doing that. Oh, that is hilarious. Hey, D, is it raining? Uh, Lost ways detecting and treasure hunting. I thought I said hello to you, but I didn't. I apologize, and welcome to the chat. In the mid 70s in New Mexico, it rained every afternoon at 3 o'clock for 5 minutes. It rained a little longer than 5 minutes, Jim, but yep, in the 70s here, same thing. You could set your clock every day. Creature abuse, yeah. Oh, that is hilarious. Absolutely wrong. John says we chased lightning bugs as children here in the 50s in the Miami area, and there were a lot of them in Florida. Never seen one here in Florida. So you can say I'm wrong, John. I just have never seen any here. Clark Cove says they got to run. Everyone here have a great day. Thanks, Robert and Melissa. We will see you Wednesday night. And thanks for doing the mail shout out and including myself and Park Rat Pat. And I'm glad you got your silver coin and your stickers from us. James says he's a different guy now. He's changed. He's even saved spiders from evil wrath of Rebecca. That's hilarious. Yeah, I'm the guy that's always taking the spiders out of the house, the lizards out of the house. Uh, but even if we get a bee in the pool patio, I'm trying to save the bee in the pool patio. Of course, always got to save the birds that happen to get in there. Yep, I've never seen a love bug here in Florida, or I'm sorry, a lightning bug, John. I wish they were here.
Well, you don't, yeah. So we don't have any use for this because somebody else said, oh, I do Rob's back with a razor. Next, next.
Yeah, not my back.
Oh, that's your back.
Don't make me sound like a gorilla.
Stop eavesdropping. The back of your neck. This is where it goes. I'll show you the other one. See?
Back in the pre-air conditioning days, the afternoon thunderstorms were essential in cooling us down. Absolutely, absolutely. I talked to guys in the 50s that were police officers, and they didn't have air conditioning in their cruisers. That would, to me, that would just be brutal. Driving around in that stuffy uniform. A lot of those guys had to wear ties and long sleeves in the summer, and no air conditioning. Man, that would just be. They're probably up in the panhandle though. That very could well be, Kay. She would freak. She throws shoes at the wall to kill them. No, Denise doesn't throw shoes at him. She just walks off and says, "That's yours to deal with. You can get that spider. You can get that bug." So,
Or if there's a frog in the pool, or
oh yeah, you're right. A frog in the
it's
pool.
all yours.
Frog in the pool's all mine. Yep. frogs, lizards. So come to Tallahassee and chase them down there everywhere. I would I would love to see that, John. I really would. That'd be great. That would be like a real throwback to my childhood days. So yeah, guys. As soon as we get done with the stream today, I'll put up the video for the coin, and it'll have the bills in it, and we'll start the giveaway for that. And we'll go ahead and run that from today till Saturday night, and then we'll pick the winner Sunday in the live stream by randomnumber.org. Wow, Jim Seal says in New Mexico, the lightning bugs are a summer thing, not in the winter. Okay. In New Mexico, you would see the highway covered with tarantulas. Yeah, I could live without that. Cynthia says, I'm too old and fat. Cynthia, you are not fat. You're the thinnest person in the stream. But yeah, guys, I don't think I've ever seen a tarantula live, besides like in somebody's box or something, or cage or aquarium. And I don't think I really want to see a tarantula out in the wild. And I don't want to see a brown recluse either. I've seen a couple people that have been bitten by a brown recluse. And even with the best treatment, guys, that leaves a nasty, nasty scar. I'm not sure why we're talking about bugs. Oh, wait a minute. Park Rat Pat has found something. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, my gosh. Look at that, guys. Look at that old Coca-Cola can. Look at that old design right there. That is awesome. I have never found an old Coca-Cola can like that. That is a cool find, Pat. Way to go, Pat. That's going to look good in the video. I'm already all over it, Pat. Oh, Dennis found it. Okay, well, tell Dennis that was a very cool find. An old Coca-Cola can. See, you can tell that's not an aluminum can. That's an old tin or metal can that held up. Oh, no, Kay. You are the skinniest person in the chat room. Jim says some of them I couldn't cover with my cap. Well, that's not good. Mr. Reed's here. We've been talking about your section of the woods out there, Mr. Reed. Kay says she's been bitten by a brown recluse. Nope. Sorry to hear that, Kay, because I would not want to go through that. Knox says there's only one way to kill a spider with a flamethrower. Good morning, Opportunity, Knox. Good morning, Reed. I agree, Mark. Oh, you looked it up and you think it's a bank, so it's not actually a Coke can. It might be a bank. Well, that's even cooler. That's even cooler. If that turns out to be an old Coca-Cola bank, that's even cooler, Pat. Yes, Opportunity Knox is in the house. Back in the day, if you drove across Paynes Prairie on Highway 441, you would see a lot of snakes. Have you ever seen a snake pile? No, I have not. I see snakes here all the time. Most of them are just your black snakes. I mean, obviously your metal detectable properties, you're going to run across snakes all over the place. Oh, that's another thing. If there's a snake on the pool patio, that's for me to handle too. Denise doesn't deal with snakes either. But I have never actually seen a snake pile, John. I know Denise's dad was watching a show here the other day about those guys, the swamp people coming down here to the Everglades from the Swamp People show to catch all the Burmese pythons that are invading the Everglades right now. And they're down there getting 10, 15-foot long snakes because they're invading. What happened was these people got these snakes as pets, put them in an aquarium, or even got a bigger aquarium, or then got some type of cage, and then they couldn't hold them. So they're like, oh, what are we going to do with them? Oh, let's take them down an alligator alley and drop them off near the Everglades. And John Long knows what I'm talking about down there in Alligator Alley in the Everglades. Alligator Alley still to this day when Troy and I just drove it. is still just out in the middle of nowhere. Brenda Davis, Scrappity Do It. Oh, well, that Scrappity Doodah. That's a cool name. Welcome, Brenda Davis. You guys saw her come in before I did. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the chat. Apparently, quite a few people know you, Miss Brenda. Luckily, it was only on my finger, but ouch, the process to get well again. That's what I've heard, Kay. I worked with a girl at Disney that got bit, and man, it left a quarter to $half size nasty inverted scar in her. And hey, I want nothing. If I do something that looks like a brown recluse, that's going to get killed. I'm not going to take a chance throwing it out in the front hedge and then have it bite me later. Cynthia says she loves driving Alligator Alley. It's a nice, peaceful drive, Cynthia. When my uncle was a child in Lemon City, he kept rattlers and containers under the porch. No. I agree, Kay. Snakes don't really scare me either, but a snake pile, yeah, that would be a definite cringeworthy sight. I wouldn't mind seeing one from a distance safely. Well, you are welcome, Miss Brenda. So everybody that's not familiar with Miss Brenda Davis's channel, I will be checking her out after the chat. Thank you for joining our stream. Snakes are okay. Keep the rat and children population in check. Knox, Denise would probably agree with you on that one. Oh. Denise likes anything that keeps the children population in check. As a matter of fact, guys, she couldn't go to one of her clients' houses yesterday. She got canceled from her second job yesterday because not the people themselves have COVID, but one of the 11 or 12-year-old girls, somebody in her horse group from her stables got COVID, and her daughter was in direct contact with her within the last 5 days. So they've asked her to isolate her daughter for a week, and so they wouldn't let Denise in to take care of the house yesterday. So yep, back in the day, there was no Alligator Alley. It was the Tamiami Trail. I remember the Tamiami Trail with a canal that I used to fish. They still have the canals on both sides. And what's interesting is when you run across the roads, the rural roads going up to north, up to Gainesville, you've got that whole area of the sawgrass flats, and you can see that if you look at a map, you can see right through the city or the state of Florida where those go down, and basically just go all the way down to the Everglades to make that what they call that whole river of water down there, slow moving. Wow, Kay, I did not know that. My sister who lives with me has COVID. Mark says, trust me, he did his part to keep the population down. Snip, snip. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, I hope she's getting better. I hope you're okay. To get Rob's attention, type in FL Thunder digging at Rob. That'll work. Oh, your channel's about dumpster diving. 4 cats. Shout out to other channels and nature. Well, Miss Brenda, you just missed our. Here he comes. There he is in the background. There's our fat boy. He's cruising by. There he is. We have an 18-pound ragdoll, and then we have Miss Fluffy Athena, who's a little 7-pounder. She doesn't like being on. She doesn't like being held though. So if I tried to hold her up here, I'd be getting scratch marks all over me. But Brenda, I did some dumpster diving back in my day. I actually had a roommate that used to dumpster dive and get quite a few things that he could sell. Well, that's cool, Brenda. I will definitely be checking out and subscribing to your channel. See, Mark, I actually saw her without her typing in the thing, but thank you for letting me know that, Mark. It would have just been easier to buy the snake, Mark. Yeah. Okay, Jim says when he was a kid, him and his dad driving down the road, if he saw a black snake, he would stop and us kids would have to catch it and hold it until we got home. Then he turned him loose in the chicken house. Okay. She works in urgent care. Kay says and caught it there. She's feeling better and you're fine. Well, that's great to hear, Kay. Cynthia said her daughter had COVID. One of Denise's nieces has COVID out in California right now. Of course, it's pretty rampant out in California. I am really so hoping, guys, that a lot of us, especially the older people, by the end of February when Florida Hunt 7 is, I really hope that the inoculations down here have started. So at least a lot of the people or some of the people up at Florida Hunt 7 have gotten it. Lost Ways says he had COVID in October, missed Halloween. Yeah, our Halloween here was pretty quiet. I think we had 4 or 5 kids at the door, and they were mostly just the neighbors' kids. Um, I know, Mark, dumpster diving is intriguing, isn't it? So he is pretty, but he knows it, Brenda. He is one spoiled cat. Let me tell you. You can find nice stuff in the dumpsters, and it's all free. Absolutely. Denise's dad. Denise's dad was driving somewhere, and he went by a plaza that had a nail salon in it, and they had put out next to their dumpster. They put out a huge high heel shoe uh, chair. It was a chair. I don't know if it was. I can't remember if it was in leopard print or zebra print, but it was this big chair shaped like a woman's stiletto heel that they'd used in the nail salon. So he brings that home in his truck and brings it over here to Denise's, and she's like, "What the hell am I going to do with that?" And guys, we put that on Craigslist, and somebody scarfed that up, and we made some good money off that chair. Yeah, California's on fire with COVID right now. We seem to be doing okay here in Florida. Of course, I'm not going out to places to put myself at risk. At my job, I am the nurse that COVID tests the clients. To do so, I was told by my doctor I must dress in a full hazmat suit. I don't know. I'll tell you, Mark, good for you, and thank you for doing that because I just put the mask on. When I had to go visit Denise's mom, I had to put the mask on, the gown on, and the face shield, and I could not imagine that being in that for a full workday. Cynthia says her daughter is a professional dumpster diver. She always gripes when people throw away trash. She says, "How dare they?" I recycle everything, Cynthia. I'm a huge recycler guy. I don't believe in waste. I try to be eco-friendly. I've got I've got uh, I've got a big garbage can out there for our aluminum cans. I pull all the pull tabs off because our club collects them to give to the women's charity of the Shriners Hospital. That's the one thing our club does for charity and donations. Um, yeah, but Brenda, I'm also a scrapper too. Absolutely, reuse, recycle, donate. Uh,
Donate
do,
what? Never.
yeah, Denise thinks I never get rid of anything. She's right. Oh, opportunity knocks. I used to work on a garbage truck, $12 an hour, free ride, and all you could eat. Oh, that's just hilarious. Yeah, but I've got separate buckets outside, guys, for my copper, my brass, because we have our recycling place actually pays you difference for true copper and then brass pieces. So copper is obviously the most expensive thing you can do. So I do one bucket for copper, one for brass, one for lead, one for scrap aluminum, and then one just big container that you just put all your scrap metal and steel in. And then when I take it up there, since I have it all separated, they can put it on each individual scale and put in the price for that thing. And I'd never done over $50 like Dalton, but I came home one day with like $28. So Dalton is putting all his towards Florida Hunt 7, and I think I'm going to do the same thing. They dress in the full suits, but she still caught it. Wow. Congratulations, Mark. Good for you. Oh, well, that's cool, John. A Morse code key. Wow, Reed says that's why he likes living in a small town. Everyone knows who's got COVID. 2 people right now. Well, good for you, Reed, because I know you said for a long time nobody in your community had it. That's great. Your cat plays with your tabs. Yeah, we our metal detecting club at our monthly meetings, if you come in with a bag of pull tabs that at least has 25 or 50 pull tabs, they give you a raffle ticket for a silver quarter. And then at the end of the year, our club donates all those hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of bags of pull tabs to the women's division of the Shriners organization. We have a big Shriners hospital here in Tampa. And the Shriner women, trade all the pull tabs in. And what they do with the money is they buy teddy bears for the kids, not for the hospital. They go individually to the kids in the hospital and give them their teddy bears while they're in the hospital. John, I did a video about a year and a half ago of a scrapping run. I'll do that. I'll be happy to do you for that, John Long, and then I'll let you know. I'm going to write a note right now. Do recycle video. All right, I'm writing a note for that right now, sir. Thank you, Brenda. Yeah, I guess that red wall looks pretty wild there. Well, hopefully by the end of the day today, that'll be covered all up with white clear tile. A scrapping run would be fun. All right, I will do that because I've got quite a bit of scrap saved up out there right now. But guys, I save. It's funny, the recycler in the county south of us, where our metal detecting club meetings is. I was watching the guys one night because we have one category that's basically a scrap category. And a lot of the guys bring in their metal scrap to show for that category because you get a point for it towards our detectors of the month. And I watched all these guys at the end of the meeting. They would just take all their metal scrap and they'd go throw it in a garbage can. I go, guys, why aren't you recycling that? Oh, well, because we got a lot of bullet shells, brass bullet shells, and the county doesn't take brass bullet shells. I go, what? It's brass. Who cares? So all the guys now that bring in the brass shells, they give them to me, and I put them with my brass and take them to our recycler in the county I am, and they take everything. I called them the other day and said, do you guys take wall unit air conditioners? Absolutely, bring it in. And they'll take the Freon out of it. I collect copper, brass batteries, metal. Yep, and our local library recycles the batteries, so all our pinpointing batteries and any batteries I find while metal detecting, and the batteries we use here, I just put in a container, and at the end of the month, I just take them to the library for recycling. That's right. There you go. Save the planet and make money. How can you go wrong with that? It's like metal detecting. Pulling the trash out of the ground and making money doing it. Only hobby that gives you exercise and pays you to do it. John, yeah, the club's good for that and so many more things. Our club president just got permission from a historical society to do their grounds, and the historical society down in Clearwater is on an 1880s school building, and then also part of their complex is a 1930 school building. Dalton and I and our club president Howard just did that. You will be seeing that on an upcoming video. Obviously, without giving away any information, Dalton killed it that day. And then that's the day we went to choice permission that the ground just got scraped and we found more grind items there. So you'll be seeing those two hunts combined on the one video. Mark says he built a forge or furnace to melt down aluminum cans. This way you burn off the impurities and get the price of cast aluminum, which pays more. Boom. If you could do that, Mark, that's great. Denise will not let me get she will not let me get a forge. I think she's afraid I'll blow the house up or melt myself, and she's probably right. We only save brass, lead, and copper. Well, those are the three big things to save. Absolutely, John Long. I take every piece of fishing line I can off the beach. Yeah, you're exactly right, James. They're not paying as much for scrap. We used to have guys. There's a local guy that works at our local Home Depot here, and we met him because there was 2 or 3 scrap guys with old trucks and trailers that would drive around the neighborhoods, and if you put out your water heater or an old washing machine or an old metal chair or something, you'd get out there in the morning and it'd be gone because our scrap guys, we had guys here that scrap professionally as a second job, and they'd be picking up, old tables, chairs, rakes, whatever was metal you put out there. And now hardly anybody does it because the prices of scrap metal have fallen so much. But guys, I do my runs to take back my half dollars. My dump bag for my half dollars is Wells Fargo. There are like 7 Wells Fargos in our area within a 5 or 7 mile. So there's one right near the scrap yard. So if I'm doing my run with my truck taking back my half dollars, I'm just going to pull right up and drop my scrap off. It's on the way, and then I usually use the money and fill my tank up so I can go metal detecting more. Brenda says prices are going up. Okay, well, that's good to use. Mark said as a kid, he saved aluminum cans and melted them down and made a dinner belt. Well, that would be cool. All right, Brenda, see you soon. Cast iron is much better money at the recycling plants. Yep. I don't get much cast iron, though. Also have one from brass. My brother has it. Yeah, that's what I would assume most people made them from. Druggies offer to collect the scrap metal here. I wonder why. Okay, we had that problem down here that people were stealing copper. They were ripping it right off the side of people's houses. They were going to new construction houses that nobody was at yet. They were stealing the entire air conditioning units and all the copper pipes for the air conditioning units. They were actually breaking into the houses and stealing the interior plumbing. So it got so bad here that the building association, the builders trade union, or PAC or whatever it was, they got together with Tallahassee and convinced our state legislators that you now, for anything more than aluminum cans, anything besides aluminum cans, you now have to show your state of Florida driver's license, and you have to give them the vehicle tag of the vehicle you have the scrap in. So they take your picture, they have your driver's license on file that they slide through the card reader, and they have your vehicle type with the vehicle tag number, and you better not be bringing in brand new looking copper that looks like it just got tore out, or you're going to be getting a visit from the cops. So it has cut down greatly on our copper theft around here. Same here with the copper. In Texas, they were stealing the copper out of the church AC units. Yep, that's what they were doing here. Churches here, buildings here were losing. And if you see a lot of buildings now, they put their AC units up close to the roof now, or they're bolting them down with straps. But yeah, now that you have to show ID, that's why when these guys come up to me, if I'm standing in line at the scrap place and they're like, "Oh, hey, I forgot my ID. Can I just put my scrap under you?" No freaking way, partner. That shit ain't happening. But that's what the druggies were doing too here, Kay. Epic Adventures in Paradise. Welcome, folks. This is my club president, Howard. Epic Adventures in Paradise is our. We were just talking about you, Howard, about the scrape permission we did at Troy's out there in Deville. I didn't mention the city. Guys, my club president, Howard, there, Epic Adventures in Paradise, he's got his own channel. I believe it's up to 4 videos now, and one of those videos is him doing a ring recovery, 11 feet underwater with scuba gear. A guy was putting on bug spray on his hand, and he set his wedding ring down on the edge of his boat. And when he stood up, the boat rocked. However it happened, the wedding ring fell overboard. And Howard used his knock to pulse dive with the 8-inch coil, and he dove down, I believe, with his blue. I can't remember the name of it. Blue something. It's got he's got the mouthpiece that connects to the tank up there, and he put his weight belt on. And when he went underwater, he says he couldn't see anything, but he went right under where the guy lost the ring. He waved the knock to pulse dive, and when he got a signal, he put his hand through the center of the 8-inch coil, felt the ring down in the ooze and the muck, and brought it up and returned the people's ring to him. And that was a great ring recovery, Howard. And his wife filmed the whole thing for him. So go over and check out Howard's page, give him a sub, and check out that cool underwater ring recovery video. One of the best places to trash pile treasure hunt is anywhere from Melbourne Beach to Wabasso. Those rich beach house owners throw out great stuff all the time. Oh, well, that's good to know. Hookah dive rig. Thank you, Howard. I couldn't remember the name of that. Yeah, John Long, you're correct. What a lot of people don't realize, and maybe I know, Brenda Scrappy Doo just left, but for the other people who know people who dumpster dive and scrap hunt, and I know this is true in the state of Florida, I can't say for other states, but if you put your garbage cans and your garbage out at the edge of your property, at the edge of your lawn, at the edge of the street, even if it's on your grass next to your mailbox, but if it's down at the road for the recycling or garbage people to pick up, that you can take that. That is not trespassing or theft. If people have put it out for garbage, um, recyclers here and metal guys and scrapping guys come and take that. That is not. And there is a channel I watch occasionally here on YouTube that the guy actually just drives down on trash day and he does all his scrapping to take to the dump. I can't remember his channel name, but yeah, he gets a lot of his scrap off the edge of driveways and yards. Oh, and Brenda also does channel sticker trades. All right. Hey guys, when I figure out how to use my Google account, I will be getting a new email for my channel instead of off my iPad that I only works in one room. So I'll hopefully be able to start answering emails faster, and then you guys can start sending me addresses and we can start doing sticker exchanges. Sticker exchange. I was very happy Clark's Code Detecting I sent him 2 stickers, my big one and my little one, with his silver $half one from me, and he put the bigger one up in his display case of stickers. I was very happy about that. Thanks, Robert and Mixo. Yep, curbside trash picking. Yep, there you go, Brenda. So Reed says in the alleys here where trash goes, everything is free game. Well, there you go. Yeah, see, we don't have too many alleyways here. Well, down in St. Pete, they do have alleys behind their houses, but in most of your communities around here, Reed, in Florida, you don't have alleys. Everything just goes out to the front next to your mailbox for the garbage people to pick up. But yeah, I forgot about alleys. I guess alleys are free game. Mayor Videos is here. Your ears must have been ringing, sir. We were talking about you earlier. No worries, sir. Digging Iowa with Coin Boy. Wow, you 2 guys came in here at the same time. Mayor's Videos is up there in Canada, folks. He hunts with his daughter, and they do some wonderful videos. And we all know Coin Boy. He just changed his name from, I think, Metal Detecting with Coin Boy to Digging Iowa with Coin Boy, so people would know more where he's at. So obviously we know he's in Iowa. It's probably very cold there right now. But morning, Coin Boy. So tired still. Somebody was in here earlier saying they were here sleeping off a drunk or an hangover from yesterday. I didn't remember who that was. But yeah, guys, Mayor Videos is Marlin, and Coin Boy's under 18, so he just goes by Coin Boy. Jim Steele says, I know a guy whose son was mowing the lawn and his mother called him in for dinner. He left the mower next to the trash can, and after dinner, the mower is gone. Yeah, that would happen. We actually got our mower. The neighbor came over and said, hey, they're the house down the street where the renters are moving out. They left their lawnmower with the garbage after they left. And we said, well, go down and get it. She said, no, I'm too scared to walk down there and get it. So we walked down there and we got it, and we're still using that mower today. It's a little push mower with a 4-horse engine, but it starts up every time you pull it, and we use that to mow our lawn today. Denise calls it the Barbie mower because it's only a 20-inch mower. Did you hear that story I said? The boy left his mower out by the garbage can to go in for dinner, and to come out, and it was gone. That would happen here too. If you guys, if you got something in your house you can't sell, and you put it out next to the street, don't even put a sign on it. If it's next to the street, somebody here will grab it and it'll be gone. Coin Boy says his dad loves to ride on his riding mower more than anything else. Yeah, it's an old people adult thing, Coin Boy. Anything we don't have to walk or run that take us around, we like. Well, guys, we got 30 thumbs up today. Thank you very much. Jim Carrey? Oh, cable guy, Jim Carrey. I didn't get Denise's joke at front there. Good morning, Mr. Nick Haas. D, do we have any more coffee? So Nick and Mayor and Coin Boy, we announced a few minutes ago that after this video or live stream is over, I'll be making a quick video and putting it on real fast. And I will be doing a Christmas giveaway of this beautiful Christmas Franklin Mint Christmas copper round. Uh, I think it's a full ounce copper round. It is from the Franklin Mint 1973 with beautiful Christmas scenes on both sides. We'll be giving this away for Christmas. And I'll be starting the giveaway right after this live stream. It'll run until next Saturday night at midnight. And we will announce the winner on next Sunday morning stream. I had my trampoline stolen out of my backyard when I lived in West Texas. That's bad, Kay. My hubby used to ride his mower around the yard drinking beer. Why do women do these things? I'm not ready for that to be there yet, honey.
I
Oh,
need room for the cable guy.
oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Oh, I'm gonna have to get me a messy hair, a messy hair. Yeah, messy hair, a messy hole. Gotta get me a messy hole shirt. I have watched Glitter Bombs. I haven't watched the third one, Nick, but I have seen some of those Glitter Bomb videos. And I just saw a headline for one yesterday when I was scrolling through videos. A guy just did one with shotgun blanks, scared the bejesus out of those people. My favorite one is the one that they scare the woman off the porch, and she slips and falls off the porch and breaks her ankle. And her boyfriend has to come out of the car waiting on the street, come to the front lawn, and carry her back to the car because she literally broke her ankle trying to steal packages. So that is what I call justice right there. Reed says he won his Metal Detecting Channel's coffee mug here in the chat yesterday. Fantastic, Reed. Oh, I got outvoted? Okay. Yeah, oh, I'm always outvoted. You got that right. She said, do you want to come down to the towel place and look at towel with me so we know, so you can have your, what we're going to put in the bathroom? And I said, why? Well, she says, because I want you to be with me to pick out towel. I go, you could give me three choices and I would tell you those two are my favorite and you'd pick the third. So it doesn't matter if I go because you're going to pick what you want to pick. I'm just the guy that's going to install it. You what you want in the shower. I don't care. So you just pick what you bring home and I'll figure out how to install it.
Black labs matter.
Black labs matter. That's right, honey. Thank you, dear. Thank you, Angel, sweetie, poopsie.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, Coin Boy. That's a very good idea. He waited outside while his E-Track came since we've had packages stolen even in our safe neighborhood. I don't think we've ever had a package stolen here, but I have at my house. I have had mail taken out of my mailbox. Did Miss Susie Q come in? I missed her. I'm sorry, Susie. Boom. There's Miss Susie Q. They added skunk juice to the fart spray this year. Oh, that would be awesome, Nick. I hope it gets all over them. That is great. Susie, we were talking with Miss Cynthia who invited you to with a place to stay for Florida Hunt 7. So we really hope that you can be at Florida Hunt 7 with the rest of us. I know, Poopsie. That's what we call each other. Yes, black labs matter. We had a black lab here while I was doing my $50 thing, and you guys saw how ferocious she was. Mayor says no porch pirates up in Canada. Good. Love that Oreo mug. Yep. I got 2 Oreo mugs and 2, Oreo cereal bowls from a buddy of mine for Christmas a few years ago. Well, congratulations on your Christmas present, Coin Boy. That's a great Christmas present. Reed says he had his big toolbox stolen. Holy crap, Reed, from where at? Your house or your truck? All right, I missed somebody's comment here. He improved the device share. That's great. Okay, let's see here. He added wireless charging to keep the batteries topped off. That's great. Oh, that's what she was saying. So that's horrible, Susie. I'd have thrown their ass in jail. Charlie, stop. Stop, Charlie. Stop. Now he's going to make me wear my mohawk up at Florida Hunt 7. Jesus, stolen out of his garage. That's bad. Charlie, thank you so much. I know it is a big boom. All right, we'll see what we can do, Charlie. I can't wait to be up there either, buddy. I don't know if I'm going to get up to see you before Florida Hunt 7, but well, good for you, Susie. I'm telling you guys, these Ring doorbells and these other doorbells, our new neighbor, hang on, that way, he's got a front porch. He's got a front porch doorbell or front porch camera, guys, and it's really helped. It's really helped the neighborhood around here. It really has. Well, Coin Boy, I know you'll get to one of these soon. Glitter Bomb 3 on YouTube. I will have to check that out because I have seen those other glitter bombs and the ones where he puts the camera inside the package so you can see the people's reaction when they do it. I like the guy that puts the cell phone tracking with it too, so they can actually track their package right to the people's house. Wow, here's a topic I never expected to get on today: porch pirates. Reed says after Christmas he's installing cameras. I don't blame you, buddy. Yeah, Nick, I'm going to be definitely watching that. Glitter Bomb 3.0 versus Porch Pirates. I just wrote it down. And I forgot to do StreamYard this morning, guys, so we could have somebody from the chat join in with us, which was my goal today. Pat was going to get on and show us that beautiful old Coca-Cola bank, but I forgot to go to StreamYard, so I am literally putting a sign. I'm going to put it right here. Oh, you can't see it because it's in front of my camera. Okay. So Kay says, woohoo, we've hit 49 degrees now. Coin Boy, you have 97 silvers this year. Congratulations. Charlie says he's out and about with the wife, so he's probably on the phone with us. So thank you, Charlie. Have a fun day Christmas shopping. Thanks for stopping by, Charlie. I'll give you a call later on, buddy. Tones was about to go to Dead Horse Bay, but it's snowing. Well, Tones, you keep them videos coming from Dead Horse Bay because we all love them out here. And I have determined that if I get up to see you in Maryland this summer, if I get up to Maryland, I have a free place to stay with my cousin in Maryland. And I'm not sure how far it is from Baltimore to New York, but I intend to. I've already printed out my New York State metal detecting permit or New York City, and I'll have that with me. I'll send it in early so it gets approved. And then I would love to do a hunt with you and Merrill. And then I want to get out to Dead Horse Bay with you guys one day so bad. And I know there's other people in this chat that watch those Dead Horse Bay videos, and they would love to get there too. That's as close to mudlarking the Thames that we'll probably ever get to here. Charlie says if he stays any longer, the ball and chain will kill me. Well, Denise would kill me just for calling her the Ball and Chain, Charlie. So you have a good day. I know, Kay, I can't say that. Susie said she only detected for about 5 months a year, one silver and one silver ring. Well, you're doing better than Cynthia. She only needs 100 to get to 100 silvers. Cynthia says, I'd love to go to Dead Horse Bay. 3 hours and 49 minutes. I can do that, Tones. I can definitely do that. I will be doing that. John Long, I did do that in 2019 when or was it 2018 or 2019 when I did go up to Maryland the last time. John, it's cool that you mentioned that. Turns out that my cousin lives literally 8 minutes from the community clubhouse center where the Hoover Boys Club has their meeting, which is the Maryland Free State Treasure Club. And I had emailed their club treasurer before I went up there. And he says, we love having guests. We would love to have you up here. You're more than welcome to come to one of our meetings. He sounded super polite and friendly. And we have our club meetings on the last Monday of the month. And you have to be present to display your finds to get credit as detector of the month. You have to go. So I went to my club meeting Monday night, loaded up the car, left for Maryland Tuesday morning, stayed overnight halfway up, got to Maryland on Wednesday, hung out with my cousin Wednesday, got up Thursday, metal detected all day, found a gold ring in a tot lot, took it to the Maryland meeting on Thursday evening. I got to meet Kurt, B-Rad, and Billy. Brad took out his gold testing kit, tested my gold ring I found, and it turned out to be gold plated. And that club has a potluck dinner before their meetings. So everybody said, dig in, you're here as a guest. I got to have potluck dinner with everybody. And they do a raffle for every person that's there. And I won a silver quarter at their meeting. And then at the end of the meeting, Kurt said he had Saturday off and who wanted to go detective with him. And I couldn't believe this, guys, but not a single person in this club could hunt with him on a Saturday. So I said, Kurt, I know I'm the FNG here, but I'm going to be here in Maryland on Saturday. I'd love to hunt with you. And Kurt said, I'll call you Saturday morning, give you directions. And he did. And I got to meet Kurt on a 250 farm acre 1800s property up in upstate Maryland. And I got to hunt an entire afternoon with Kurt Franz from the Hoover Boys. And he was just super great to me, guys. And I had a great week. And yes, there is a video of that. John Long's. Wow, guys, I still can't believe Charlie sent me $50. Okay. FYI, NYC has speed cameras, so beware. Okay. Yeah, from what I remember, Susie, they're free. I do have your pictures, Jim. I don't know if I could find them right away, Jim, but remind me, and I will show them next week. Am I right, Tone, that the New York City permit is free? Denise is wearing shorts and I'm wearing sweatpants. Yeah, okay. Denise is always hot. So she loves the cooler weather when it finally turns cool down here, guys. Susie says it's 43 degrees. John, that's great. I know. They treated me like I was a long lost club member. They really did. They have a good club up there in Baltimore. From what I found out, there's 3 clubs in the state of Maryland. There's one in the Baltimore region, and then I guess there's also one out towards the Ocean City, the eastern side of Maryland, out near Ocean City. That was the same trip that not only did I get to meet the Hoover Boys and hunt there. My sister was flying into town and she got a hotel room near the airport, so she invited me over to her place for a night. So before she flew in, I hunted a small town in Maryland called Elkton. It's been around since like the 1820s, and that was some of the first door knocking I ever did. And a nice little old lady let me hunt her 1920s house, and those were like some of the first 5 leads I ever found doing her property. So I will have to keep the tolls in mind, Kay, and maybe get a toll pass for that. Susie says it's so cold she's willing to quote. Hey, Mike, welcome back. I was telling folks that I'm going to be doing a video after the stream ends today, and I'm giving away a Christmas-themed bronze or copper round. I'll be doing that video after the stream ends. So, and then I will be showing off the great bills that my favorite bank teller got me more of. She took them from the bottom of her drawer, guys, and she says, I hold these specifically for you. I don't offer them to anybody else. And you can bet she gets silver coins from me, gang. Thanks, Mike. Coin boy, as you get older, you'll probably learn to appreciate relics more. I love finding, I love finding silver coins, don't get me wrong, but I really enjoy finding cool relics too. So I enjoy finding both. I mean, me and Troy had that hunt 2 weeks ago where he found a silver coin and he got some phenomenal relics. And I just wound up getting, I think I got 400 or 500-year-old wheeze that day and I got one relic. But it was just fun seeing Troy pull out all his phenomenal relics he got that day. So, Mark, thank you very much. I appreciate you hanging out with us for a couple hours. I greatly appreciate it. Susie said the New York permit is free, but it takes about a month. Okay, well, then I will make sure, Susie, that I will do that in time before I go up there. I want to either go up in the late spring, Susie, or in the fall, so it's not super hot time. Yeah, Cynthia, it'd be just tough just finding silver all the time, wouldn't it, Cynthia? That's just too bad. There he is. We were talking about Mr. Metal Sharks J-Man earlier. Welcome, Mr. J-Man. Another gentleman that's going to be going up to Florida Hunt 7. He also lives up in the Tallahassee Panhandle area, guys, and he does the beaches up there, and he gets some great finds. So if you're not familiar with Metal Sharks channel, please check out J-Man and Metal Sharks. He finds some good stuff on the beaches, guys. Kay said she started out coin shooting, and now she thrives on finding relics. Kay, I think that's pretty much how most of us did it. We all started out doing our parks and our tot lots and our fields, and then and I still enjoy a day of coin shooting, guys. Some days I'll just go out and hit some parks that I haven't hit in half a year or a year, and I'll just spend the day coin shooting, and then I'll put that money away towards a piece of metal detecting accessory, or now, like I say, we're all saving up for Florida Hunt 7. Digging Iowa coin boy. I see the guys on the forum saying, "Oh, just another gold ring." I get so jealous. Well, I'm going to give you a little nugget of information here, coin boy, and the room can either go against me or they can back me up on here. Guys that are saying they find so many gold rings, it's just another gold ring, are full of crap. Okay, gold rings just don't fall out of the sky, and I don't care what channel tells you they do. I know one channel that specifically said it's easy to find gold rings. And he also made a comment that he had commitments to go to another site tomorrow, but that he knew there was a gold ring on this beach. Well, that's BS. If you knew there was another gold ring on the beach you were hunting, you'd change your schedule for tomorrow and you'd be hunting that beach tomorrow. So don't let anybody tell you that there's a scientific method to finding gold rings on the beach, or that they find so many in parks that it's just another gold ring, because they're full of crap. That's right, Kay. The Silver Rails channel is a spinoff from the Metal Sharks. It's treasures old toy trains. That's right, guys. Long John Silver Rails is J-Man's dad, and his channel is devoted to toy trains and trains. And it's a cool channel, guys. I have been over there and checked it out. When I was a kid, my dad helped me set up my train set every Christmas. I love trains. I still have my train somewhere. I had HO gauge trains. I have them somewhere. Yes, the Metal Detecting Channel. He does have a similar name to you that he stole from you because he couldn't come up with anything more original than that, the Metal Detecting Channel. And I have said that numerous times in different places. And Susie actually made Susie. I will say this. Well, I probably shouldn't say this because Coin Boy's here. He's under 18, so I'll make it better. I'll say this a little better. And Susie Q had the cojones to make a video about him being a fraud. So kudos to Susie for having the moxie to actually call him out and make the video on it. Yeah, yeah, Messy. Oh, LOL, throw it in the pile with the rest of them. Yeah. Yeah, if Martin was still here, Randolph Relative Recovery, he would tell you what he calls one of the channels. Yep, that guy down on your beaches is poop. That's right, Susie. Oh yeah, silver rings. You're right, Knox. But silver rings and gold rings are a whole different category. Uh, I find silver and stainless steels down in Clearwater Beach all the time. But guys, if I get a gold ring down there, it is a phenomenal night. And there was one night where I found three. I found three rings twice on Clearwater Beach, but the one night I found right at the waterline, two of them were gold, including my first one with a couple, three little teeny diamonds chips in them. Uh, and then the third one looked gold, but it turned out to be uh, not real gold. But guys, I mean, two gold rings in one night's the best I've ever done. So for these people telling you, now there is one channel that I believe he just did a video where he found 8 pieces of gold, and that's the guy that does Beach Pirate over in Vietnam. He's an Australian guy that works and lives in Vietnam now, and he went to his regular beach in Vietnam right after a big tsunami and storm, and he pulled out 39 rings that day, including 7 or 8 pieces of gold, and he showed you the markings on them. But he flat out says on the video, for you folks new to detecting, please don't think this is normal or don't think you're going to buy a metal detector and you're going to go out and have a day like this every day. He says, if I was on all my Australia beaches, this would be an entire year's worth of fines for me. And I was really happy he put that in there because he didn't want to mislead anybody. And it's like Charlie's day digging it back when he went up to his beach there in the Panhandle after one of the recent hurricanes went by and stripped 4 feet of sand, and he finds 33 silvers on the beach, silver coins from the 30s and 40s back from when they used that beach, and it was 4 feet lower. And he's since gone back there, guys, and he's just finding regular clad and an occasional ring like we all do. That was a once in a lifetime event probably for Charlie. Well, Reed, that's a little drastic, but there you go. Plan a hole, go to prison. Yeah, throw it in the pile with the rest of them. Oh, wait a minute. Who caught somebody? I got to scroll back here, guys. Well, thank you, Coin Boy. Thank you for subbing John Long. Vermin, that's right. It's the vermin. VD. Vermin or venereal disease. Well, Coin Boy, that's good to know. Metal Sharks planning to set up a loop of track and a toy train around the Christmas tree this year. Absolutely. Absolutely. I did that for many a years, Jamie. Absolutely, John Longs. Absolutely. That's what we did every year. Well, my parents had a really big nativity set, uh, and we had to put that on top of the big TV. I mean, it was a big nativity set. Denise has a beautiful one, too, from her parents. Digging with Coin Boy, don't worry about that. There's a lot of people here that haven't found a gold ring. My hunting buddy, my hunting partner, Dalton, is one of the best detectors I've ever met in my life. The guy can sniff silver, and he's never found a gold ring. He found a vintage gold plated ring with me, but he's never found a gold ring. Uh, I have found more on the beach than I have hunting old property, but I have found them old properties too. But it's more of a rarity than it is a regular occasion. It's about why you didn't post your Madeira beach hunt. Yeah, but it's more than that, Susie. You called him out on that nasty, disgusting text he sent out to people. Knox says he has one gold ring. Yankee Down South Adventures, Greg. Well, I'm telling you guys, everybody's coming in that we've been talking about in a good way. And Greg's ears must have been ringing too, as my mother used to say, because we've been talking about him. For you guys that don't know Yankee Down South Adventures, his name is Greg. Uh, I probably won't pronounce his last name right, so I won't do it. But Greg is the organizer for Florida Hunt 7. He was also the organizer for Florida Hunt 6. So you folks that want to find out about Florida Hunt 7, just go to the Florida Hunt 7 Facebook page. Greg is updating it all the time, and Greg has worked with the veterans organization that all the all your entry fees go to charity, and it goes to a Florida veterans organization up there in near Gainesville, and they have some horse therapy, horse riding therapy. Um, I even have a note on my hotel reservation to do what, honey? Make sure I bring a bag of carrots for the horses. So anyway, Denise is moving stuff around, guys, because we have the cable company coming over today because our modem sits right there. But the way the builder built these houses back in the early 60s is if you wanted a third bedroom, they added it on to the two-bedroom house they built. So the wall right here to the side of us between the dining room and this bedroom is not a stud frame wall. It's actually the concrete outer wall of the house. And then for some reason, they build the third bedroom on. So with that wall being concrete, guys, and our modem being on this side, we don't get good reception through the rest of the house because it's got to go through concrete. So we're having the cable guy move the modem, move the wires, put the modem on the other side, so we will get great reception in the rest of the house. Okay, Nick Haas says, I was watching the Metal Detecting NYC, and he's taking clad and buying silver coins to fill the box. Yeah, guys, he set himself a tall order. He had 8 years worth of silver coins in there, and why he thought he could finish filling the box in 1 year, that was a tall order. But so he has taken some of his clad now and buying silver coins to fill the box, so the cat gods won't explode the universe. I don't know why he's not taking his gold rings. There's certain people that just when they find gold rings, you see the channels of some of the California hunters. They have hundreds and hundreds of rings and they've never sold them. I have never sold any of my rings. Of course, I've only got 5, 6 gold rings. But I did sell a beautiful Turkish gold earring I found on Clearwater Beach, and I took that money to pay for the little gold coin from one of my giveaways. I got $60 for the gold earring, and guys, I should have just kept it and taken $60 out of the bank, because now when I see my gold display and I take a picture, I know in my head that one of my gold pieces is missing. But I know Gigmaster just sold all his gold rings he found in 2020, and he's going to put that towards more detecting equipment, which is what a lot of people do that can't afford to sit on the gold they find. So, Nick, to answer your question, I don't know why Merrill's not selling his gold. This is a good time to sell it. It's what, $1,900, $2,000 an ounce. It's a good time to sell it. John says he's not found gold yet, but he keeps trying. John, I have found on Clearwater Beach, which is where I found no, I take that back. I have found one other gold ring on one of the St. Pete beaches, and that was actually turned out to be I didn't have a marking on it, but me and my buddy that I was detecting with, we kept staring at it, and he kept saying, Rob, this has got to be gold. There's no corrosion. It's heavy. It's not pitted. It's got to be gold, but there was no marking on it. And when I took it to my local jeweler that I trust, and I said, could you guys tell me if this is 10K gold or not? I saw them test it. They tested it again. I saw them test it a third time, and I was like, they were whispering. I was like, what's going on over there? And he comes back and he goes, Rob, we've tested this thing 3 times. It's not 10 karat gold. It's not 14 karat gold. It's not 18 karat gold. And it started to fade at 22 karat gold. So we believe this is 20 karat, and it's probably from Europe, where it's not marked. So I got me one little ring off one of the South County beaches below Clearwater, and I can't remember if it's St. Pete Beach or Treasure Island, but my other 3 or 4 gold rings have all been found on Clearwater Beach and John Long's. They've all been found right at the water line where the water creeps in and starts the wet sand. And that 1 foot area between the wet sand and 2 inches of water, that is where every single one of my gold rings have been found. Now, other guys in my club, they have found plenty of rings in 2 feet, 3 feet, 5 feet of water. My 2 gold recoveries on Clearwater Beach, one I was in waist deep of water, where I got the gold chain, and the other gold chain I was literally in over my head where I was standing on my scoop. I'm only 5'8", guys, and the water was coming over my head. A 6-foot guy lost it. He showed us where he was, and it was over my head. But when the waves would dip down, I got the signal, but I had to wait for the days. I had to give my scoop to the guy in our club that's 6'4", and he was able to get the guy's gold chain out of the water. But as far as rings go, all my gold rings on the beach have been at the waterline. Did I say 39? Who said 39 rings? Coin Boy, I can't see who you said 39 rings. I don't have 39 gold rings. I have 5 or 6 or 7. But I've gotten gold earrings, uh, gold lapel pins, gold charms. So if you total them all up, I probably have about 12, 13 pieces of gold. And that's real gold. I've also got a whole bunch of gold plated and gold filled. But I don't know who's got. Oh, I've got way more than 39 rings total. I've probably got about 2 dozen silver rings, and then obviously just dozens and dozens and dozens of what do you call them? Costume jewelry. Yeah, Nick, I'll have to ask Merrill why he doesn't take his gold and turn it to silver coins. I guess because he feels gold's more than silver. But I have decided to take all my zinc pennies I've found, guys, and I trade in my zinc pennies for either silver coins, or I put it towards. Uh, I took all my zinc pennies and I bought my shovel with them last time, my new less shovel. Well, okay, he's in a different area. Yeah, Greg, you're right. You'd sell him if you could be. Um, yeah, in Las Vegas, I think that's a good year. Uh, Finding gold is hard and rare. I completely agree. For people that brag that they find gold, that gold's just laying around or not, I think they're full of crap. Um, Found 6 gold rings and 1 silver 1 ounce round. See, that's a phenomenal year. You know, um, wife wears a silver one or two that you found. Yeah, and Wig TV. If he finds a ring that fits his wife wears it. And if he gets little silver rings that are smaller, he gives them to his daughter. And she's just ecstatic to get a silver ring. Um, if I find one that fits Denise, luckily Denise isn't a big jewelry person, but the last stainless steel ring I found at the beach, guys, fit me absolutely perfect. Um, Mike says gold is 1883 an ounce right now. Thanks, Mike. I knew it was close to 1900. Javier Garcia says he's only found one small gold Virgin Mary ring in a county park. Um, Javier, my first gold ring was in a city park in a what you would call basically the not a ghetto, but it was in subsidized housing park. All the houses across the street were subsidized housing. It was a city urban park, uh, and it was right next to a basketball court. I don't know if the guy laid it down while he was playing basketball or if it came off his fingers, but my very first gold ring ever, it's got a cross on it with the 3 little buttons, and I think the Christ crucifix, fell off of it. I've got my tiling mud on my hands. But that was the first ring I got. Um, and then I didn't find a gold ring for like a year and a half. Um, I think they're a pretty special thing to find metal detecting. Um, I know metal detecting East K. He does a lot of parks and he finds a lot of stuff in his parks. I guess your parks in Texas are pretty old. He's got over 500 rings he's found and he's kept all of them. Wow. Yeah, I'm nowhere near. If I added up all my rings, including my costume rings, I might be in the low hundreds, but I ain't going to be anywhere near 500. Yes, I agree, Nick. I completely agree. That broken piece of 14K ring you found on Dead Horse Bay. Yeah. Uh, right, Susie, you're right there. Robert Ferguson sells his rings because he has no real income except YouTube. Yeah, and there's a lot of people. Uh, I told Denise that obviously not 2020, but I told Denise once I find my first gold and diamond ring, I will take her on another Disney cruise. We have not been on a cruise for like 3 or 4 years. Um, And obviously, she says, I'm not going on any cruise in 2020, and I'm not going on any cruise until the vaccine's out and everything's under control, and you can get on a cruise line with, a fairly decent expectation that you're going to be safe. So eventually, when Denise wants to go on a cruise, I will probably take my gold rings that I have found, just like I told her would, and I will put them all towards a cruise. And I won't regret that because it's something that she and I wanted to do. And I told her that since she lets me go out metal detecting very, very often, and I get to do something I love a lot, that I would reward her or pay her back or whatever, and we would go on a cruise. So all my silver cruise. Denise heard the word cruise. All my silver that I find coin roll hunting. Here's the three from the first box of the video I just did. I will sell all my silver coins from coin roll hunting and all my gold rings. And hopefully next year, guys, you will see a video of Denise and I on a Disney cruise. Greg says he will be down in Venice visiting family for Christmas. Uh, Venice is about 2 hours, 2.5 hours south of me, Greg. You're almost as close to me up where you're at up north. The Woot Ski Searcher premiere was awesome. Mayor, I will check that out. I know the Ski Searcher channel. Susie, if that would make a difference, you getting the Florida Hunt 7, selling you a few gold rings, I would do it. Of course, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but oh, he did a premiere. Well, we can always watch it afterwards, Cynthia. No worry, Marlon. There's nothing wrong with that, Coin Boy. We all started hunting in old parks, and I've even done a couple fairgrounds too. I got my first ring ever in a fairgrounds, and and not only did I get the ring, but I got a really beautiful pocket knife. And I'm sure that both of them came off near that ride that did the where you stood up against the back wall and the thing. Yeah, I can't do those. That's your typical force rides. And I'm sure that's where I got my ring and my pocket knife from. I love doing tot lots, especially under the swing sets, guys. I get lots of coins under the swing sets, and also that little Ferris wheel, but that little round thing that the kids push around and try and spin each other off of. I get a lot of quarters around there. And then at the base of the slides, I was in a tot lot, and at the base of the slide, I got me a silver war nickel. Uh, so, Greg, I'll try and remember to do that. I'm writing down notes for myself, guys. Susie got hers in a park in Clearwater with a bounty hunter gold digger. Good for you. Yep, I've done several parks in Clearwater. Got kicked out of one when somebody reported me to the mayor, and then the mayor sent somebody down from parks. And the guy watched me for a while, and he come walking over to me, and he says, I have to ask you to leave. And I said, why? He goes, well, one of the people walking around the park here on their lunch break saw you digging holes and called the mayor's office, and the mayor's office called the parks department, and the parks department called me and sent me out here. And I said, okay, well, what am I doing wrong? And the guy looked at me and he couldn't say anything. I said, I'm allowed to dig metal detecting parks in Clearwater. And he said, yes, sir. And I said, but I'm not going to bust your chops, buddy. I know you're just getting told what to do. I said, but I know I'm not violating the ordinance. I hunt Clearwater all the time. He goes, well, the mayor can see you from his office up in that building, and he just thinks it looks bad. I said, all right, I'll leave today, but I know I'm not doing anything wrong. And he goes, oh, I know. I sat here and watched you for 10 minutes, and I saw you fill all your holes in, make it look like you weren't here. I don't have any problem with you. I'm just doing what I'm told. I said, yep. And that's not why I'm not going to bust your chops, but I'll be back. And I have hunted several different parks in Clearwater since then and never had a problem. Mike, you want to go what, to Florida Hunt 7? Oh, we would love to have you there, Mike. You'd be a freaking celebrity there. You'd have everybody rolling on the floor, Mike. And Mayor Marlon, giveaways are popular. We're doing one as soon as this video is over. Oh, yeah, I know my club president, Howard, that was here earlier, Epic Adventures in Paradise, him and his wife and two other guys in the club, the vice president and one of our board members, the three of them and their three wives go on a cruise every year. I can't remember if it's Carnival or I can't remember the other name, Celebrity. I can't remember which cruise line is, but it's the one that allows them to take their metal detectors, and they do the week-long cruise down to the Caribbean, and they go to all those public beaches down there on those islands that they're allowed to take their metal detectors, and they usually find enough gold rings. Sorry, I'm drooling here. They usually find enough gold rings that it pretty much pays for most of their cruise if they have a good metal detecting trip. So it looks like December 2021. I hope we don't have to wait that long. Wow, an old fairground turn of the century. I'd love to do a turn of the century fairground, K. And John Long says, wow, I'm so far behind. When he was a child, he collected soda bottles. They rode my bicycle for miles. They were recycled and brought 2 cents each. 50 would buy a Revell or a monogram car or play model. That's right. Oh man, I remember Revell models. I did Revell models when I was a kid. Yeah, Greg, it's your folks. I'm looking at Greg's post here about seeing if somebody's friends with him on Facebook. If you have a Facebook channel, it's a lot easier for Greg to check you out to register for Florida Hunt 7 if you let him know what your Facebook page is. A Tilt-A-Whirl. Thank you, Mike. I could never remember the name of them. Thank you. Carnival Cruise and a merry-go-round. Yeah, I was thinking more the little merry-go-rounds. Yeah, I know if they're in Canada, that's what Liz says, or no, over in England. That's right. I know you guys, they consider parks, what, private property of the government or something? You're not allowed to hunt them? That makes no sense to me. Wow, Mike says he's found 3 wedding rings at schools. Wow, I've only found, I'm in the process, guys, of doing a little clip called 10 schools, 10 days, 200 coins. And my goal was to do 10 schools on 10 different days and see if I could get 200 coins total. And obviously, I've been so busy, I haven't had a chance to do that, but I have done 2 of the schools. And I was very surprised, guys. I did my old high school and my old junior high, and I got a silver ring out of each one. So I could see silver rings, Mike, but wow, wedding rings, that's wild. So right, so metal detecting channel, do you have to, Michael? Do you mainly have to just do try and get permissions for old property over there? Wow, 36 likes. Thank you, guys. Oh, okay. I see, Susie. Yeah, Denise is worried about the COVID thing for Florida Hunt 7 too. Um, and obviously, if I'm around a group of people, I'm going to be wearing my mask. I'm a big proponent of masks. We're not going to get into the old political discussion here whether you are or aren't, because we got into that in Pat's Zoom meeting and things got a little freaking heated uh, over somebody who thinks this whole COVID thing is just a government BS thing. And you talk to everybody here that's had a family member that's had it, and they'll tell you different. But we're not going to get into that whole politics. But yeah, I told Denise that I'd be wearing my mask when we're at the introduction and the morning meeting when all 200 or 300 people are standing there. But once you get out into that 500-600 acres and you're the only person within earshot of yourself, I don't see the point of wearing it. But and I know in the restaurant, obviously here in Florida, in the restaurants, the wait staff all has to wear them, and then you have to wear them in the restaurant, and you could take them off at your table while you eat. But if you get up to go to the bathroom or move around the restaurant, you have to put them back on, and that's what we'll do. So, I know Susie's had some health issues, so she's might have more of a compromised immune system, and there might be a few other people here. So, yeah, I really hope a lot of people have their shots by then. But if not, I'm sure we're going to be adhering to the mask protocol. I am behind, Susie. Sorry, Mike, I'm way behind here. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anybody's comments. Um, I like to differentiate myself from other chat rooms, and I like to interact more with the folks in the guest room. Yeah, Marlon, you're exactly right. Our copper pennies will probably last in the ground forever, but as soon as they started making those zincs, if it gets a little imperfection in that zinc cover to where the minerals in the dirt can start going through it, uh, yeah, it just looks like crap. Metal Detecting Channel says they have to get permission for everywhere except the beach. Wow. Yep, pure copper versus zinc core with copper plate. That's exactly right, Marlon. Greg says he lost a coworker who passed away a couple weeks ago from COVID. I know, like I said, Denise has got two clients right now. She can't go to their house because they don't have it, but people they have been interacting with have got it. So they're on the self isolate protocol for 10 days. Um, that's right, Marlon. One scratch and it's done. Oh no, I know that, Marlon. No, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about we had a Zoom meeting last week, and I think before you came in, I got heated with somebody. Um, though that was more political than it was COVID. Um, yeah, I know you are, Susie. Um, no worries, Mayor Marlon. We're good. Zinc pennies. It all depends on the acids in the ground. Absolutely. There you go, Kay. Good idea to check on there because I wrote her and you down on the list for the restaurant night. Oh, I got the list in the other room. But hey, D, could you hand me the notepad underneath the football picks pages on the coffee table, please? Treasure Outdoors. Good morning. Sorry if I didn't say hello right away. I'm a little bit behind the chat here. Good morning, Mary Witt. Thank you for joining us. Kay's digging it. So some of my zincs come out in 3/4 a piece, and some come out bumpy. Oh, a lot of them come out bumpy, but yeah. Perfect. Thank you. Here is the list I have made, guys, for Crafty Bastards Restaurant, February, the night of Saturday night, February 20th. As you can see, I've got me. I put their name and their channel name, and these are my maybes down here, which is Dennis, Reed, Susie Q, and Nick Haas. These are my maybes. But their back restaurant holds up to 40 people, guys. And as of right now, we've only got 28 on the list. So with Tommy announcing him and a buddy are coming, I can add him to the list. Um, so I'm pretty sure I've got everybody that's been in the chat on there. So Mr. Dirt Troll and Troy is probably taking a break from work, and he makes it today. Good morning, Mr. Troy. Reed, I saw that, and I appreciate you getting us back on track last week, Reed. I think that happened right before you got in, Greg. But I will admit the person that I was going toe to toe with as soon as we got back on the detecting subject of detecting, we both just started chatting like it had never happened. I was very happy to hear that. Devil Dog Adventures, welcome and good day. Wow, guys, we're as many people here as you were an hour and a half ago. That's Troy, Nick and Time guy. Oh, he's not at work. He's on the way to Alabama. Well, are you going up there for the Christmas vacation, Troy? Good for you guys. Greg says Home Depot in the house. Both Greg and Troy work at Home Depot, guys. And I can say that because somebody else revealed that without asking Troy. We were talking about him earlier, Troy. Metal Detecting Channel, work calls. Take care, everyone. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you, so much. I believe it's Michael. Metal Detecting Channel is Michael. Thank you so much, Michael, for joining in with us today and staying so long. We greatly appreciate that from the UK. Las Vegas Urban Treasure Hunter says the machine not to the dancing pennies. Our water here destroys them. We have a couple people in my club that feel the same way, Urban Treasure Hunter. I don't discriminate them out because I have actually gotten rings on zinc penny signals. My last ring on Clearwater Beach in the wet sand came up a zinc penny, but it was said it was only less than 2 inches down. So with my very first scoop, I got it. And when I was rinsing my scoop out, I was surprised as hell to see a little ring in there. Now it wasn't a silver or gold ring, but it was still a little ring. And hey, finding a ring is, anytime you find a ring, it's an exciting find. Ring and a scoop is a great. So I dig them, but we do have a guy in our club that does not dig his zinc penny signals, and I think he's missing out on some other finds. But that's a personal preference. Troy says he's going on Christmas vacation and he's supposed to hunt with Al. Oh, that's right. That's right. You told us that. You're going to try and hunt with Alabama Dirt Digger. That's awesome. Mr. Chad from Wing TV's here. Another person we talked about whose ears must be ringing and burning, just like my mother used to say, the old wives' tale. Chad, welcome. For everybody who doesn't know Wing TV, he is Chad. He has a great beach hunting channel, and he's doing his best of finds videos right now because a few weeks ago, him and his family, or him and his daughter, came down with COVID. She got it from somebody at school or on the bus or something. So they are recovering right now. So Chad has been putting together his best of 2020 finds, and he has got some great finds on the beach this year, guys. So welcome. Time for a frozen ring ding, Mike says. I know. Troy's going to see if he can meet Brandon from Alabama Dirt Digger. That will be a great video because Mike Doyle, welcome this morning. That's all right. We're still here, Mike. We just had Mary Witt join us. We just had Wig TV Chad join us. Troy just came in from Dirt Troll and Troy Carmichael. This is great. Wow, guys, this is fantastic. Did Charlie come back? He must have got home and went in another room without his wife. Mary Witt, yep, like I said, everybody's saying hi to her. You dug it up. That's funny. That's funny, Mike. I know, Marlon. We just got a ton of people here. I know, Cynthia, so do I. No reason not to, Susie. Mike says he had to go out of state to buy cigarettes this morning. What's going on there, Mike? Anybody here in the DFW area? All right, Devil Dog. I'm not aware. Since I'm obviously not from that area. Would that be downtown Fort Worth or Dallas Fort Worth? Okay, I figured that out. I believe we do have a few Texas people in the room this morning. I know Miss Kay is from Texas. Oh, cheaper in Oregon. Okay, I understand. Yeah, I know certain states collect their revenue from that. Come here. Everybody wants to see you again. Come here. Come here. You come wandering back in. Aren't you? Don't you see yourself on TV? Huh? Look, that's you. I guess cats aren't self-aware. Thank you, Mary. That's Mr. Zeus. We call him Thugman because he picks on his sister all the time. He weighs 18 pounds. She weighs like 8. That is a good sized cat, Double Dog. He's 18 pounds. Yeah, I get the impression that Cynthia would babysit him anytime. Crazy City delivered Christmas boxes to the seniors this morning at 7 a.m., banging on my door. Well, there you go, Susie. That'll get you up. Rob Random, welcome to the chat, Rob Random. Wow, another metal detecting big name here in my little chat. Thank you, Rob Random, for stopping in. Mike Doyle says his dad was born in Lubbock, Texas. People ask me from Texas sometime, and I've never been. Oh, I was told we need to put the cat on Slim Fast, honey.
Just him?
Yeah, just well, oh, that was cold, honey. That was cold. Did you guys hear what she said to me? She said just the cat on Slim Fast, meaning Fat Boy me. Wow, that was cold this morning. Oh my God. Of course, she prides herself on being a comedian, so Reed said he just got a new headset, and I can mute the mic on so Pat won't need to mute me every time my son walks through. Oh, yeah, I just finally got me my water headsets from a guy in my club that bought a better pair, and I'm having to get used to wearing them because I don't like wearing headsets when I detect. So, but I do have the wireless pair for the MindLab 800. Slim Fast for the win. I know, Marlon. She's fat shaming me. Of course, she'll make me some homemade dessert.
Did Shane say that or Shane?
Shane had to go. He was here earlier, honey. Javier says he's from Robstown, Texas. I have no idea where that is, sir. Have never been to Texas in my life, but I want to get there. I have a really good friend, guys, that used to be my partner at the department, and he works for Bombardier now and is a chief training pilot for them, and he is based out of where's Steve at? Is he in Houston, Texas, honey?
I don't know. Austin, Houston?
Austin, Houston, yeah, we somewhere. Troy saying he's got to go. I keep going in and out, driving on the highway. Happy holidays, everybody. Keep trolling, it's out there. That's right. That's Mr. Troy's phrase. Keep trolling, it's out there, folks. It's raining outside, guys. Kay says she hates hunting without her headphones. I can use them sometime in the fall and the winter here, Kay, like now. But in the summertime here, it is literally too hot to use your headphones. Oh, no, Knox, I don't answer questions like that. I don't answer any questions like that. That's exactly how I feel, Susie. Yeah, Rob, that's pretty funny, but I'm not going to pass that comment on. She might even come on the screen for that one, and you don't want that to happen, Rob.
Who's dissing me?
He said,
Who's dissing me?
he said a cat that size would need at least 4 hours in the oven. It tastes like chicken.
That's cool.
Oh no, Mike, that would have been a great thing to hunt. Oh no, Mike. Yeah, Dalton and I finally did our first sidewalk tear out, and we got there before they took the dirt out, and man, did we have a great day. It's an 18-pound bird cat. Yep. He'd have a lot of fat on him, though. Jim, I don't think we'd have room in the crock pot for him. Greg says they're traveling to Biloxi before flying to Hunt 7, looking to detect the beaches there and practice before the hunt. Oh, Greg, that would be great to hunt Biloxi. I would love to hunt Biloxi. She took it better than I thought she would, Mike. Jim says actually tastes like rabbit. I've never actually had rabbit. I've tried frog's legs, um, and I've had deer. I don't think I've had alligator either. Hey, Mike. Oh, yeah, I know. I know Denise has had alligator because I know Mike's dad. Her dad's made it for her. Kay says she attended Air Force training twice in Biloxi. Yeah, I want to. I want to do the. Greg says he's going to stop by and see Charlie or amphibious archaeology. Cynthia says her cat is a 17-pounder of all muscle. He feels like a cold spring. No, this one fell off the cabinet yesterday. He was on the lower cabinet desk and he tried making it all the way up to there, and then he fell down right between the two yesterday. So he is definitely not all muscle and a coiled spring. So that's great, Greg. I would love to get up there and hunt with them too. I'm hoping to get up there, if not before Florida Hunt 7, then definitely after Florida Hunt 7. The Donner Party, what's for dinner? I watched that movie they made about that, or about those guys that crashed up in the mountains, the soccer team that crashed up in the mountains on the airplane, and they had to wind up cutting some of the muscle off the people that were frozen in the snow. Coin, you dig it, Stan. Oh my God, club member Stan actually finally makes it into a live stream in our third hour. Welcome, Stan. Stan is a member of our local club, and Stan and I hunt Clearwater Beach occasionally together. Marlon says, eat that plane crash movie. Yeah. Yeah, that'll make you appreciate some home cooking. Yep, Stan sent me a picture. He recently found 2 dimes in a. All right, Stan, let me see if I can find it. Hang on 1 minute, folks. You have to keep yourselves entertained. All right, let's go to Stan's messages. All righty, guys, here is Stan. Coin, you dig it? If Rob knew how to operate his phone. All right. Stan found himself 2 silver dimes in the Coinstar last week, guys. So congrats to Stan, keeping the Coinstar hunting alive. Oh, who else came in? Did I miss Ray? Good morning, Ray. Welcome. Sorry I missed you. My scroll went right past your coming into there. That white fluffy cat needs a cool aid dye job, make it a pretty rainbow. Oh, that would be pretty cool, Knox. Maybe we'll do that for Christmas. We'll make it green and red. The only reason I ever got on a plane in the first place was to go somewhere tropical. I knew since it wasn't flying over Froden Mountain, we wouldn't probably have to each other. Well, there you go, Marlon. I flew to when I flew to Britain when I was 21. This was way before the old Sully Sullenberger landed that plane down on the New York Hudson River perfectly. I was under the impression that every pilot could do that. So I don't like flying, guys. I'm scared to death of flying. But I didn't get too nervous flying over to England because we were over water 90% of the time. And my little brain thought, well, if something happens to the plane, we'll just lay this little baby down like it's an airboat plane, like Sully Sullenberger did, and not like the 99 other water crashes you see where the plane crashes and breaks up. I just thought we're going to float down, and I got my little flotation device, and we'll just hang out and party until the rescue people get there. So, Okay, Mike says, Susie Q, thanks, Susie. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you staying so much time with us. 22 peeps. I know, 23 now, and we're in our third hour. This is awesome. I'm trying to get caught up here, guys. I know, Javier, that would definitely turn you off for that for a while. Okay, that'd be great, Greg. If you could stop by, we would greatly appreciate that. I'm assuming we'll probably be there until they kick us out, and then we'll be heading back to probably ours. Park Rat Pat, I think, is staying at the same hotel with us, and we're going to get up the big poker game going at the hotel after Saturday night of Florida Hunt 7. Yeah, Susie Q does 2 live stream, guys. She does, I believe, a crafts or jewelry live stream on her channel. So check out Susie Q, and I'm sure she links to her other channel in her channel. Okay, that's what Denise likes to do. Denise does not want to watch any news with horrible things in it. She just wants to watch feel good stuff. Yeah, Greg or Rob, see if you can get her to do that. Marlon, thank you very much for giving a sub to Coin You Dig It. That's very nice of you. Thank you. We'll get them figured out and get them on some videos there, Marlon.
Robert, your cable guy's here.
Oh, the cable guy's here, guys. So we've managed to make it 3 hours and 13 minutes till the cable guy got here. And even though some people just recently got here, Demon Rat 71 just got here. I hate to say we have to knock this off short because the cable guy is going to be disconnecting our cable to move it, folks. Okay. Okay. So does Denise. I agree, Marlon. I agree that, Marlon. The first door knock you do in a neighborhood is always the hardest to do. And once you get that first door knock done, they seem to get easier after that.
Hello?
All right. Well, the cable guy's here, guys. You can see him coming in. I got to wrap up the live stream. So thanks, guys. I got to get my football ticks done for the football pool. And we will see you guys all here next Sunday. I have my note on the computer to make sure I go through StreamYard. So we will have some people live on the screen with us next week and maybe even have a guest or two. We'll see all you guys next Sunday morning at 9. Thank you so much for having so many people here this morning. You guys have been great. Yeah, cable guy looks like a robber. Yeah, everybody does with those masks on. Merry Christmas, everybody, because next time we'll be on, it'll be after Christmas. I'll be putting a video on right after this live stream when the cable guy gets us back on the internet, and we'll be doing our giveaway and showing you the cool finds that my bank teller just got us. All righty, guys. See you later on today. Thanks for being here today. Sign off. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everybody.
There's a screen door. You can leave it on.